For game number 2 of this 3-game series. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the On Deck Show, built by Menards from Truist Park here in Cobb County, Georgia. Alongside Josh Maurer and our producer and engineer, Ken Sommerfeld. Lane Grindle with you here tonight as the Brewers go for a series win. If they can pull off the victory here tonight behind the right arm of Freddie Peralta. They'll be opposed by a lefty on the mound, Joey Wentz. They have seen him twice already this year, but not as a member of the Braves. He's on his third team. They saw him with the Pirates. They saw him with the Twins, both in relief. He's in the rotation for Atlanta, and he's pitched well in their rotation his first couple of turns through. Brewers coming off that 3-1 victory last night, winning in a little different style than what they won with in Washington against the Nationals. We will talk to Josh when we come back after this on the On Deck Show, built by Menards on the Brewers Radio Network.
Brewers Radio is sponsored by International Autos, Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. There is a difference. We Energies, Boucher Automotive Group, Tri-City National Bank, your local carrier dealers, Lakeland University, Z-Mart, Cannon and Dunphy, Loyal Family Renovations, Tsunami Express Car Wash, Steamfitters Local 601, Big Fish Contracting, SVA, a professional services company, WeatherTight, and Network Health on the home of the Brewers, 620 WTMJ.
For over 4 decades, one name has stood out as a symbol of excellence in automotive sales and service.
It's the Boucher Automotive Group, dedicated to providing exceptional experiences to all of our valued customers.
We will help you find the perfect vehicle within your budget while respecting your time.
With 20 convenient locations, we're the one-stop destination for all your automotive needs.
At Boucher, we're your trusted partner on every mile of your journey.
Riding with you every mile since 1977.
Milwaukee baseball was born in the Emerald City, but any ties to the Pacific Northwest were cut loose decades ago. Pella has an interesting history as well, born in Pella, Iowa, but their century-long history of crafting quality windows and doors there continues to this day. Designed with innovation and rigorously tested for quality and performance, get long-term energy savings and durability that lasts for years at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Order by August 31st and get 0% interest for up to 5 years. Visit PellaWI.com today.
Who handles the service and maintenance for your facility? Is it a Steamfitters Local 601 HVAC professional? If not, you might not be getting the best service. Our HVAC professionals undergo 10,000 hours of rigorous training, 1,200 hours in the classroom, and 9,300 hours of hands-on experience. That's the kind of expertise you can count on. For superior service and cost-effective solutions, partner with the best. Visit steam601.org to view our list of signatory contractors. Steamfitters Local 601, keepers of the craft, powering Wisconsin.
You'll never miss a game on the home of the Brewers.
We would never do such a thing on the television side. Yeah, right.
620 WTMJ.
Back with you on the On Deck Show, built by Menards. Brewers and Braves getting set for game 2 of this 3-game series. And Josh Maurer joining me here on the pregame show from high atop Truist Park. Brewers used a slug on their way to the victory yesterday, getting the 3-run home run from Isaac Collins. They haven't won games like that much here of late, but they certainly won't complain about it.
Winning with a home run, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they hit a lot of home runs in Washington, too. I just think this offense is humming along. But yesterday they win with pitching and defense also, which is something that I know Pat Murphy's going to love to see returning to the roots. They get Quinn Priester with a 7-inning, 2-hit outing and wins his 10th straight decision. So just all in all, another great night for a red-hot best team in baseball.
Yeah, and they'll get Joey Wentz tonight. We'll talk a little bit more about him with Pat Murphy coming up in the show. But what a journey he's had over the course of this year. But the Braves have unlocked something with him. He's been very good in their rotation the last couple of turns through.
He's coming off an unbelievable start, considering where he was when they picked him up, essentially off the scrap heap. He's been waived twice this year, Lane. So they got him as a reliever. They move him into the rotation because it feels like everybody's hurt.
this time. Can't get it, and neither could the fan.
Oh, I guess we don't wear flip-flops.
Caminero strikes out, and the bat gets a 7.5 on the distance. But it's stuck to the landing.
That's poked in. That hits the umpire. The ball is in play, and it's a base hit for Frazier.
Roberto Ortiz did what he could to try and get out of the way. Couldn't.
Took the wrong direction.
He just didn't know which way to go.
All right, I got a couple packs of 1986 Topps baseball cards. Let's open them up and see who's in here. I love the bubble gum. Oh, my. Tom Seaver, but with a White Sox uniform on. The franchise for the Mets. I played with him in 1983, my rookie season. I was just in awe with these guys when I saw them in spring training and got a chance to play with them. Baseball cards of memories.
Welcome back to the On Deck Show, built by Menards. The Pat Murphy Show is brought to you by Concordia University. Whether you're looking to grow in your current role or enter a new field, at Concordia, you'll learn from experts and grow your professional network. Visit cuw.edu to learn more about business, healthcare, teaching, and STEM programs starting soon. Concordia University, live uncommon. Murph, you got a chance to play a little different type of game last night. We talked about it before the game that this team has played so many close games over the years. They've been great at it, but would they remember how to do it when they got into one? And they remembered how to do it last night.
That was a great one. Great performance by Priester on the hill with William jockeying him through, and after giving up a first pitch homer, settling in, giving us 7 great innings, and then Uribe and McGill came in and got to pitch again. They haven't pitched in a while, and it was a great night for us.
And we've talked a lot about young pitchers and their ability to settle in, but we've seen that specifically from Quinn. He's had some starts that maybe there was a little bit of adversity in that first inning, but he's able to put it behind him pretty quickly, it seems like.
Yeah, he's a competitive kid, you know what I mean? He's learning himself. He's having a really good time out there. And like I said, Williams taken him through and really helped him also. Chris Hook, our pitching coach, has done an incredible job with him. And Jim Henderson, also Charlie Green in the pen. You know, these guys don't get enough credit for, helping this kid emerge and find himself the way he has.
You know, there's been a lot of talk about how much you've had to lean on the bullpen at times this year because you have played a lot of close games. But Trevor hadn't pitched in a week, and I thought he looked not rusty at all. He looked very sharp.
He's been unbelievable. You want to talk about another story of someone that hasn't got the credit that he deserves. This kid has been money, and I'm sure there's a bump in the road somewhere, but hopefully not too many, because this kid he's emerged. His stuff is better. He's sharper. He's more confident. And I think we got, a Hader-Williams type thing on our hands.
Back with more with Murph after this on the On Deck Show, built by Menards on the Brewers Radio Network.
Elevate your escape during the summer of Audi at Audi North Shore and Audi Milwaukee, where you can save up to $15,000 on a new Audi or get low 2.99% financing for 72 months at Audi North Shore in Brown Deer and Audi Milwaukee, members of the International Autos Group, where our ordinary needs to be extraordinary. On select in-stock new units, savings include customer credit and dealer credit. Financing with approved credit, $15.19 per month per thousand finance. No down payment required.
Imagine summer in Prairie du Chien, Wisconsin, right on the Mississippi River. It's a perfect spot for boating, fishing, and fun. Surrounded by scenic bluffs and some of the best hiking and camping around, there's so much to explore. You can experience Prairie du Chien's fascinating history and unwind with live music events that fit the vibe you're looking for. Some great places to grab some food and drink too. Relax and have a good time. Book your place to stay and discover more at prairieduchien.org.
Category. time now joins us. Joe Simpson. Great to see you, Joe.
Wow, what a compliment. Great to see you, too. I need to see you every day to hear that, but I appreciate it.
And I mean it, too. This is an aberration this season for the Braves, but we like to get the view from the opposing booth. You guys have made the playoffs the previous 7 years, and it feels like the entire team got injured here in 2025. Can you, Joe, put in perspective what's happened here over the last few months?
Well, we should have been prepared by what happened to us last year. Somehow, some way, we were still able to get into the postseason despite a bunch of injuries, including Acuna and Spencer Strider last year. But this year is just different. It's different because even with the injuries, a lot of the guys are not having good years. I mean, you put that combination together and all of a sudden you got a lot of go to your depth too much with backup players. It just doesn't add up to a winning season. And we never got on track. We never put a winning streak together. And when we started the season on the road in San Diego and Los Angeles and started 0-7, that was just kind of a precursor to what was to come because we never got back on top.
The trade deadline came and went. There were not any major moves, no sell-off or anything like that. Is the thought at this point, Joe, you know what, we can just forget about this season and go back to work in 2026 as if it's the same juggernaut that it's been?
Well, I think in many ways that might be the case. I can't pretend to know what they were thinking about the trade deadline or who might have been involved. I do know that they were open for business. We had some guys that were available, Marcell Ozuna, Raisel Iglesias, and some guys in the bullpen, to be specific. But I don't know what was offered or, those sorts of things that maybe the deals just weren't good enough. I was very surprised that Marcell wasn't traded because he's a good leader in the club, on the club. Even through all that we've been through this year, he's been the guy that's the stand-up guy. He's strong in the clubhouse. The guys love him. We love him. Always got a smile on his face and tough competitor. And I thought one of the contending clubs certainly would step up and want him at least even on a platoon basis in their lineup.
Joe Simpson joins us here on the On Deck Show, built by Menards. You've been around for both of the golden eras of the Braves over the last few decades. The first one, the 90s into the 2000s, and then these.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Introducing baseball's all-new national pregame show, MLB Tonight, live at 5. Join Greg, Harold, and Dan and a star-studded roster for a preview of all the night's matchups. Get a first look at the lineups.
Everything looks good right now for the Yankees.
First take from the players.
I'm just excited to put any pair of cleats on.
And the first of many breakdowns before the first pitch. A full night of baseball starts at 5. MLB Tonight's national pregame show. Weekdays at 5 Eastern on MLB Network.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Natural gas is a clean, reliable, and convenient source of energy delivered directly to you through underground pipelines. The pipeline system has an excellent safety record, but there are clues that can help you identify a potential hazard. If you smell the strong odor of rotten eggs, hear an unusual hissing sound, or see blowing dirt or debris, it could be a natural gas leak. Leave the area immediately and call We Energies at 800-261-5325.
We Energies. People you can trust. Energy you can depend on.
At Tony Wendorf & Associates, First Weber Real Estate Services, we do more than close deals. We serve with gratitude and faith-filled purpose. We have sold over $300 million in real estate since 2020, and we're just getting started. What sets us apart? We care. Even if we're not your agent, we'll still help. That's the kind of stewardship the community deserves. If you're buying or selling across southeastern Wisconsin, let us earn your trust. I'm Tony Wendorf, and I want to create your red carpet experience. Contact us at wendorfteam.firstweber.com.
Tsunami Express Car Wash, Milwaukee's #1 car wash. Make the double play every day with a wash and free detailing. Surf in to tsunamiexpress.com. Tsunami Express.
Wash, chill, repeat.
Brewers trying to clinch another series. It's Game 2 in Atlanta. Milwaukee and the Braves is coming up, and this is the On Deck Show built by Menards with first pitch 10 minutes away. Tonight's starting lineups are presented by Wisconsin Infrastructure Investment Now, supporting Wisconsin's critical infrastructure. Visit WIIN at wisconsininfrastructure.com. It's a different-looking lineup tonight for Pat Murphy against the left-hander Joey Wentz. For the first time in his career, Caleb Durbin is in the leadoff spot, and he will play third base. William Contreras, the DH for this one, hitting second. And Christian Yelich, playing the outfield tonight in left, is batting third. Andrew Vaughn and his 10-game hitting streak move into the cleanup spot tonight as the first baseman. And Isaac Collins moves over to right field. Yesterday's offensive hero is batting fifth. Bryce Terang against the lefty will hit sixth. He's the second baseman. And another start for Blake Perkins in center field. Perkins is batting seventh. Danny Jansen is...
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
Let's get it started.
Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns.
Perfect balance. Boom.
Interviews with the players.
Get back to the fastballs. I know what that passion feels like.
And a little bit.
Keeping.
You behave properly.
Hey.
Of everything else.
Come on, Lawrence.
The window seats are... The baseball day begins with MLB Central. Weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern. Only on MLB Network.
If you're not watching this show, you're the problem.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an eighth-inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco, his 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Pollution, get a cleaner engine, and you support local farmers. That's a win for all of us. Learn more at wibiofuels.org.
You've taught them, trained them, taken every precaution. But sometimes, despite your best efforts, someone gets hurt on the job. Because they're not perfect. They're people, and they're your people. At least you can keep them happy, healthy, and working with a workers' compensation policy from West Bend. It's how to give every problem a silver lining. West Bend, the worst brings out our best. To find out more, visit thesilverlining.com.
The
pursuit of fair wages and top-of-the-line benefits is achieved when the right union has your back. The Sheet Metal Workers Labor Union is extremely diverse, representing Wisconsinites working HVAC, architectural metals, welding, specialty fabrication, and much more. Make great living wages with outstanding benefits, pensions, and apprenticeship programs in trained, safe working environments. The Sheet Metal Workers Union is a leading force in the revitalization of the labor movement in Wisconsin.
Milwaukee Brewers baseball is being brought to you by Citgo. Miller Lite, it's Miller time. Concordia University of Wisconsin. Usinger's famous sausage. Usingers and baseball, it's just not summer without them. American Family Insurance. Menards. Prevea Health. Construction Business Group. Wisconsin Infrastructure Investment Now. Delta Dental. Quick Trip. Woodman's Food Market. Palms Tire. West Bend Insurance, the silver lining. U.S. Cellular, built for us. Carbless, a premium ready-to-drink cocktail. Island Resort and Casino. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Cousin Subs. Potawatomi Sportsbook. Cedar Crest Ice Cream. Wisconsin Biofuels. Wisconsin Laborers District Council. And the Wisconsin Dental Association. Brewers and Braves. The middle game of this three-game series when we return after these words on the On Deck Show, built by Menards, on the Brewers Radio Network.
Hey, it's John McGivern here. You know I love it.
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game. A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks. There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight. The bats have come alive. A showstopper. We're just playing Powerball.
This place doesn't know what hit them.
These teams are entertaining, are they not? The show continues.
Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an eighth-inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
And enjoy free vacuums. Learn more at TsunamiExpress.com. Tsunami Express. Wash, chill, repeat.
It's the Brewers and the Braves, Game 2, and we are wrapping up the On Deck Show, built by Menards. With a win, Milwaukee clinches another series. It would be the 8th out of the last 9 series that they'd won. It would be 5 straight road series wins. They've been great away from American Family Field. And to put this in perspective, they would go 25 games above 500 for the first time this year. That would match their best overall record in the last 4 seasons. 25 games above 500. Potentially in the offing on the 5th of August. We wrap things up here before the Braves take the field with a drive around the league. Brought to you by Construction Business Group. Wisconsin operating engineers and trusted contractors building Wisconsin together. Brewers coming into the day with a 3-game lead over the next closest team, not only in the Central, but in the entire major leagues. Get the best record in the majors by 3 games. The Cubs, the second-place team, of course, in the Central. They're hosting the Reds in Game 2. Zach Littell is going to make his Cincinnati debut on the mound. He was a deadline pickup came over from the Rays. Shota Imanaga for the Cubs, who lost last night in heartbreaking fashion by a run. The Pirates, who have been red hot, have fallen behind San Francisco at home 2-0. That is in the top of the third. Christian Koss hit a 2-run home run against the rookie Mike Burrows for the Giants. Pittsburgh's won 10 out of 13. Later on tonight, Cardinals at Dodgers, Game 2, 9:10 Central. Miles Michaelis and Emmett Sheehan, the pitchers, after St. Louis won the first game of that series late last night in a back-and-forth affair. Joey Wentz, we saw him in relief with the Pirates. We saw him in relief with the Twins this year. Now we'll see him as a starter with Atlanta. He is getting ready to go. And to call the play-by-play in the first 2 innings, here is Lane Grindle.
All right, thank you very much, Josh. This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Milwaukee Brewers Baseball Club and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Milwaukee Brewers Baseball Club. Brought to you by Boucher Automotive Group. Visit them today at Boucher.com. Caleb Durbin at the top of the lineup today. Still no Sal Frelick. He is available, but especially with a lefty on the mound today, another chance to give him another day off. So Durbin gets the crack at the leadoff spot here tonight against the lefty Wentz. Durbin hitting .266, 5 home runs, and 38 driven in on the year, as he gets ready to step in there against Wentz, who's making his 30th appearance of the year. He has made 3 starts. His last couple with Atlanta have been very good. Overall on the year, 2-2 with a 5.02 ERA for Wentz. Brewers got after him in that series in Minneapolis towards the end of June in relief. He went an inning and a third. Brewers got to him for 4 earned runs. As Durbin takes his strike and we're underway. It's 0-1. 68 degrees at first pitch. It is unseasonably cool in Atlanta. Wentz brings home the 0-1 pitch, and Durbin a chopper to third. It stays down for Alvarez. He backhands it and throws to first and retires Durbin. There's one away. We are told 7:15 for our start time. I had it 7:16 on my watch.
It was actually almost 7:17.
Yeah. I'm going to appeal that decision from our official score. Scheduled for 7:15, but I don't think we made it on time. Here's William Contreras. .257 hitter, 9 home runs, 47 driven in on the year. And Wentz first pitch missed inside. It's 1-0. The first pitch of Brewers baseball is brought to you by Carbless. Premium cocktails in a can. Stop at your local grocer and stock up for the game or for your next tailgate. Carbless, less is more. 1-0 pitch to Contreras is popped up foul and out of play first base side, back behind home plate actually. And it's 1-1. Quick trip around the bases presented this month by Old Wisconsin Snack Sticks. And tonight's contestant in the quick trip around the bases contest is Annalise Stoos. As Wentz brings home the 1-1, missed way inside. And it's 2 balls and 1 strike. If the Brewers score in the first inning, Annalise will win a $100 Quick Trip gift card. Compliments of Old Wisconsin Snack Sticks and Quick Trip. 2-1. And I think he went around. He did. Offered at a cutter, down and in. And the count is even now. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Contreras. He was just 0 for 1 last night. He reached 3 times, a couple of walks. He was also hit by a pitch. Wentz brings home the 2-2 pitch, and this is a fly ball into shallow right. Eli White is in right field. He is walking in and then adjusts at the last second. Moves to his right a couple of steps and makes the catch. And 2 outs for Wentz here to start up this outing. That'll get Yelich to the plate. .261 average on the year for Yelly. 21 home runs, 73 driven in. Brewers sticking with the navy tops and the gray pants tonight. The Braves in their traditional home whites. Wentz brings home the pitch, and Yelich took a little bit low with a fastball. It is 1-0. Yelich 2 for 2 against Wentz in his career. Very small sample. But he's had the upper hand. 1-0 is chopped foul at the plate, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Malachi Moore calls our balls and strikes. Crew chief Andy Fletcher's at first. Jansen Visconti at second base. And Austin Jones in the rocking chair at third here tonight at Truist Park in Atlanta. 1-1. And that's rolled foul over near the Braves' first base dugout. It's 1-2 on Christian. Brewers won 3-1 last night. Can win this series with a victory here tonight. They have been amassing series victories in a big way over the last couple of months. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Got him with a curveball down below the zone. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Wentz in the top of the first. We play half an inning. It's the Brewers nothing, and the Braves coming up on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
What's on tap with Sandy Max?
This is that fire hose of fun that we call summer here in Wisconsin.
Keeping you updated on culture and creativity.
Woodworking artist Ike Winter.
I'm at Summerfest, and I'm a Milwaukee native, so I'm living the best life right now.
Academy Award winner John Ridley.
Very excited to announce Dance Fest.
The Pfister Artist in Residence, Sasha Kinnens.
It was gallery night that just catapulted my career.
What's on tap with Sandy Max? Weeknights at 6 on WTMJ.
When it comes to joint replacement, you want the best care available. The Orthopedic Surgery Center in Pewaukee is a leader in joint replacement, offering same-day surgery with advanced technology. Their team of experts specializes in knee, hip, and shoulder replacements, using the latest techniques to minimize pain and recovery time. The team at Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin can get you back to what matters, living pain-free. Total joint replacement. There is a difference. Visit orthowisconsin.com.
Suffer damage from a storm or severe weather? Don't stress any longer. Loyal Family Renovations treats all of its customers like they've joined their personal family, and every project as if the work was being done at their own house. Loyal Family Renovations has a leg up on the competition due to the personal relationships they've built with insurance adjusters over the years. Loyal Family is family-owned, and the loyalty belongs to their customers. Contact them today to get your free home inspection. LoyalFamilyRenovations.com.
The first inning is brought to you by Lakeland University, your first choice for a flexible, career-focused education on your schedule. Lakeland University. Experience it your way.
No score as we go to the bottom of the first inning here in Atlanta. Another night very much like last night. No precipitation right now. We did get some rain last night off and on during the game. Jurickson Profar leads off against Freddie Peralta. First pitch from Freddie's a fastball down and away. And it's 1-0. 24th start of the year for Freddie. 12-5 with a 3.08 ERA. Hits this one off the end of the bat towards third base. Getting around it is Durbin. Throw to first is going to be late. Fastball about knee high, and Profar just rolled it off the end of the bat. Fair and right by the third base bag. Really no chance for Durbin to make a play on it. And so Profar, in a series where there hasn't been a lot of base runners, man, he's been on base a lot. Brewers couldn't get him out last night. He's on to start up the bottom of the first here tonight. Now here's Matt Olson. First pitch to Olson, swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. Brewers finally retired Profar in the 8th inning last night when Uribe struck him out looking. 0-1. That is a touch high. Pretty good pitch, actually, from Freddie. Didn't get the call that time from Malachi Moore. It's 1-1. Profar being held on by Vaughn over at first base. And the 1-1 is fouled off of Danny Jansen and back to the backstop. And it's 1-2. Yelich in left tonight. Perkins is in center. Collins flips over to right field with Yelich playing the field tonight. 1-2 pitch. Olson swings on it and fouls it back to the net. Stays at a ball and 2 strikes. Durbin's at third. Ortiz is the shortstop. Terang at second base. Vaughn, we just told you about at first, and Jansen we already told you about. He does the catching. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Got him with a curveball, and he strikes out Matt Olson. Ortho ASAP strikeout number 1 for Freddie Peralta. And there's one away for Drake Baldwin, the Madison, Wisconsin native. Freddie coming off probably statistically his toughest start of the year against the Cubs on Wednesday of last week. Curveball missed outside and a little bit low to Baldwin here. And it's 1-0. Baldwin is the designated hitter. 1-0 pitch. That one's hit off the end of the bat towards third. It's going to hit the bag fair. It's almost an identical ball to the one Profar hit. And everybody's safe. That's just some tough luck for Freddie Peralta. He's got to be frustrated. There was a ball hit last night, too, that was similar to that.
Well, this one hit right off the top of the base. Played Plinko with third. You couldn't get 2 hits like that in an inning if you tried to do it. The Braves got 2 of their first 3 hitters.
Just absolutely tough luck for Freddie Peralta. So 2 on and 1 out. Here's Sean Murphy. Pitch missed inside. It's 1-0. I thought there was one last night. I think I'm thinking of Sunday. There was one just like that. Kind of an inside-out swing where you hit it off the end of the bat and somehow it stays fair. It's like a swinging bunt. But from a left-handed hitter. Here's a pitch down in the dirt. 2 balls and no strikes. So often you see that from a righty that kind of gets on top of it. Rolls over a pitch and just pounds it into the dirt, and it's a swinging bunt. But it's rare to see it from a left-handed hitter like that.
I mean, it means that Freddie made 2 great pitches.
No doubt about it. 2-0 pitch to Murphy, and he checked. It didn't matter. It was in there for a strike, and it's 2-1. So he'll try to pitch around a little bit of traffic here that, again, we've said it multiple times, just tough luck. And you have to keep reminding yourself of that if you're Freddie Peralta. 2-1, and a swing and a miss. Another changeup. That was on the inside edge. And it's a swing and a miss for Murphy. 2-2 the count. So Profar at second. Baldwin is at first. 2-2 is high, and the count goes full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Brewers baseball being brought to you by Miller Lite, the original light beer with great taste and only 96 calories. It's Miller time. Freddie will wheel back towards second without a throw. Profar back to the bag. Freddie's last start against the Cubs went just 4 innings. Only 5 hits, but 5 runs allowed and 4 walks. It just wasn't his sharpest. 3-2, swing and a miss. He is leaning on that changeup early. Gets Murphy swinging with it. Second Ortho ASAP strikeout. And there are 2 down now for Michael Harris II. He went hitting .236 on the year. 9 home runs and 50 driven in for Harris. First pitch to him, I think he went around. They appealed to third. He did. Says Austin Jones. It's 0-1 on Harris. Harris went 0 for 4 last night after having a good road trip for the Braves. Peralta kicks and delivers the 0-1. Swing and a miss. He chased an elevated fastball at 95. And it's 0-2. It was a long road trip for Atlanta. 3-city trip, really a 4-city trip if you count Bristol as a part of it. 0-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, went up there with that fastball again. And 3 Ortho ASAP strikeouts for Freddie Peralta in the bottom of the first. He works around a couple of swinging bunts that resulted in hits for the Braves. We go to the second inning. No score on the Brewers Radio Network. Presented by American Family Insurance.
What's on Tap? Brought to you by Miller Lite, the original light beer. Rooting for the Brew Crew because we're from Milwaukee too. Tastes like Miller time.
Get a one-of-a-kind Brewers giveaway at the game on August 23rd when the crew gives away a Bob Uecker golf umbrella to the first 25,000 ticket advance through the gates. Don't miss it. Get your tickets today at brewers.com/giveaways.
Milwaukee Brewers baseball and Miller Lite.
High-tech data centers are critical to unlocking the power of technology to grow our economy, improve our healthcare, and transform education. And Wisconsin is quickly becoming a data center hub, which is great news for our state's skilled workers. Each data center creates about 1,800 construction jobs and then hundreds of high-paying jobs to operate it. Wisconsin Infrastructure Investment Now supports bringing data centers online to move our state's economy and technology forward.
Jan from Toyota here with live coverage of end of summer fun at Toyota's national sales event with my special guest, Eli Manning.
Thanks, Jan. Let's get into it.
Down by the lake for some fishing, we've got Eric in his Tundra. He throws his line, and he's going long.
Heck of a team effort there. That Tundra got him exactly where he needed to be.
Sure was, Eli. Until next time, go Toyota.
See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary. Event ends September 2nd. Toyota. Let's go places.
Life's better with American Family Insurance. That's because their team is always there to protect your dreams.
We go to the top of the second inning. Andrew Vaughn heading cleanup tonight for the crew. A 0-0 ball game. Wentz brings home the pitch, and he missed inside. It's 1-0. It was an 11-pitch first inning for Joey Wentz. Retired the Brewers in order. Vaughn with a 10-game hitting streak coming into tonight. 1-0, that got the inside edge. Really? 1 ball and 1 strike. That's a tough call. Wentz 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball at 94 down the middle. And it's 1-2. Clean up any home damage with Loyal Family, located in Muskego, serving southeastern Wisconsin and across the state. Don't let the out-of-towners handle it. Call locally owned Loyal Family Renovations for a free inspection today. 1-2 to Vaughn. Swing and a miss. Elevated fastball at 94, and Vaughn strikes out. A couple of those were pitches that Vaughn's been feasting on of late, but couldn't connect on either of those. Second strikeout for Wentz. And there's one away for Isaac Collins. Well, nothing beats the heat like cold, creamy Cedar Crest ice cream. Kent had 17 scoops of ice cream after dinner tonight. Pitch missed out, so caught the outside corner. And it's 0-1. It looks like it's going to be a fairly big strike zone for Malachi Moore tonight. Kind of the opposite of Austin Jones from last night. 0-1. Swing and a miss. That was a curveball down below the zone. It's 0-2. Grill up a tasty Usinger brat. Add a little Pine River cheese spread to the bun, and you've got the taste of summer in Wisconsin. Can't beat that. Wentz has Collins down, no balls and 2 strikes here in the second. Sets up on the third base side of the rubber, brings home the pitch. It's a ground ball foul up the third baseline. And Isaac will see another pitch. Collins had the decisive swing in last night's game, the 3-run home run that came in the 4th inning. That was the only scoring in the game for the Brewers. And they held on to win it 3-1. Priester was magnificent last night on the mound for the crew. Bullpen was great. And a swing and a miss. Cutter down and in. And a strikeout of Collins. And Brewers right now are saying this is a different pitcher than the guy we saw in Minnesota.
I was just thinking, how is this the same guy? But he looks terrific.
This stuff is moving. He's getting some swing and miss. Brewers, as we told you, roughed him up over an inning and a third the last time they saw him back in June. Now, he had a 5-pitch inning against the Brewers when he faced them on May 22nd as a member of the Pirates. Here's Bryce Terang. 2 outs, nobody on. Wentz brings home the pitch, and Terang took a strike with a cutter on the inside edge. It's 0-1. It's amazing how sometimes it just takes getting into the right organization where they find something, they see something that they can tweak, and you can quickly have results with it. Pitch is down and away, 1-1 strike. We talk about it all the time with Quinn Priester. And it appears Atlanta saw something in Joey Wentz they liked when they claimed him, and they've always liked him. They drafted him originally. 1-1. This is lined into center, but Harris coming in. He'll make the catch. And the Brewers go down in order in the top of the second inning. We go to the bottom of 2. No score on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
Members of LIUNA are the most diverse trade in Wisconsin's construction industry, partnering with over 900 contractors to meet the demand for a skilled, safe, and productive workforce. Their union members construct roads, bridges, buildings, sewer and water lines, and energy infrastructure. Feel the power of a career as a member of the Wisconsin Laborers District Council, where you will earn great union wages, health care, and a pension. Learn why you are worth so much more by visiting liunawisconsin.org. LIUNA Wisconsin.org.
Being the best is our goal at Usingers. Quality ingredients and a dedication to our craft is how we do it. The kid knows something about that.
Hi, this is Robin Young. The best measure of greatness is consistency over time. Lots of guys can have a great game or a good month, but it takes real dedication and hard work to do it year after year. Usingers has been doing it that way for over 140 years and never had a slump. That's a winner. And that's how you make it to the Hall of Fame. Usingers in baseball. It's just not summer without them.
It's Quick Trip's Around the Bases contest with Old Wisconsin. Want in? It's easy. Just stop by your neighborhood Quick Trip, purchase any Old Wisconsin product with quick rewards, and boom, you're entered. Choose from beef and cheddar, beef and jalapeno, or bourbon and bacon smokestacks. If you're selected and the Brewers score in the first inning, you'll get a $100 Quick Trip gift card. Get all the details at quicktrip.com/sweepstakes. No purchase necessary. Quick Trip and Old Wisconsin, proud partners of the Brewers Radio Network.
The best sounds you can get.
Back, track, buy baseball.
All season long. This is the Brewers Radio Network.
We go to the bottom of the second inning. Freddie Peralta, after a 18-pitch first inning, will face Ozzie Albies, the veteran second baseman for the Atlanta Braves. A 0-0 ball game here. Freddie brings home the pitch, and it's in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Don't miss your chance for a special giveaway of the Miz T-shirt designed by Lost Files Clothing on Sunday, August the 10th. Get there early, be one of the first 25,000 ticketed fans through the gates to get the shirt. Find tickets at brewers.com/giveaways. Fastball missed upstairs. It's 1-1. The pitch. Here's a fly ball into shallow right center. Blake Perkins tracking it. Underneath of it, making the catch. That's the first out of the second inning. Freddie against the Braves in his career, 4-2 with a 4.58 ERA. It's 8 appearances, 7 starts. Last year had mixed results. Gave up 6 runs over 11 innings against Atlanta a season ago. Here's Eli White. First offering is high, and it's 1-0. Freddie has given up 4 runs or more in 2 of his last 3 starts. 1-0 pitch. This is popped up foul and out of play. First base side, it's 1-1. That's significant because he'd only given up 4 runs one other time all year. That was back in Cleveland on May 12th. That's how consistent he's been. It's been 3 or less, and most of the time it's been 1 or 2 runs allowed by Freddie Peralta. 1-1 pitch, missed inside to White, and it's 2-1. That's how good he's been. Tied for the major league lead in wins with 12. ERA hovering right around 3. 2-1 to White. This is hit foul and out of play, first base side. It's 2-2. And all the while being the leader of that group, along with Brandon Woodruff, which is worth a lot, and a lot that you can't measure, but it's a big reason why the Brewers are having the season they're having, the leadership of Freddie Peralta. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Fouled it back into the net. It'll stay at 2-2. And Pat Murphy will talk about this. Sometimes leadership isn't the guy getting up and giving a speech and being rah-rah all the time. It's leading by example, doing things the right way every time. 2-2, and that missed outside. Didn't miss by much. And frankly, with Malachi Moore's strike zone, would have expected that to be called a strike. Looked like it was maybe a baseball off the plate, but it's been a big zone so far tonight. Here's the 3-2 pitch, and he fouls that out of play first base side. It'll stay at 3-2. And that's Freddie. Freddie puts in the work in between starts. He got a grinder mentality. And he is putting together maybe his finest season as a Brewer right now. 3-2. That is fouled out of play first base side. A little late on a fastball at 94. And the battle continues. It'll be at least a 9-pitch at bat for Eli White. 1 out, nobody on here. Bottom of the second inning, a 0-0 ball game in Atlanta. Peralta brings home the 3-2 pitch, and he got a piece of it and fouled it straight back. That was a fastball at 95. It was burning the inside edge of the zone, and White able to just get a piece of it. Another light crowd here tonight in Atlanta. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a foul in and out of the mitt of Danny Jansen. And so once again he stays alive here. It'll be at least his 11th pitch that he'll see in this at-bat for Eli White. Mainly fastball. He's given a couple of curveballs, including that last pitch for Freddie. 3-2. And he popped him up. This one's going to be in play. It'll be Bryce Terang right on the line in fair territory, making the catch in shallow right for the second out, and that'll get Nacho Alvarez to the plate. A reminder from Schneider, their professional truck drivers always give semi-trucks extra room to stop while on the road. So not necessarily a couple of quick outs for Freddie. Had to throw 11 pitches to take care of White. Alvarez takes a curveball that apparently missed low, and it's 1-0. Still figuring out the strike zone of Malachi Moore right now. Looks like it's going to be wide-ish, but maybe not tall. There's a strike with a curveball right down the middle. No disputing that one. It's 1-1. Alvarez had a double last night. It was a bloop double into left center. He pops this one up, foul territory. Vaughn giving it a look, but it's going to find the seats about 3 rows beyond the Braves dugout. It's 1-2. Alvarez brought back up yesterday after Austin Riley went on the injured list for Atlanta. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Chased the slider down and away. It's the 4th ortho ASAP strikeout for Freddie Peralta here tonight. A 1-2-3 second for Freddie. We go to the 3rd. No score on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
Wisconsin's afternoon news is here for you, bringing you the latest headlines with John McCure.
Police officers, men and women there, have not had a pay raise in 2.5 years. They go out, they put their life on the line. They have not had a pay raise.
And diving into the details with Julia Fellow.
That really bugs me. And Alexander Aya, he also said that a lot of his officers are working overtime.
Tune in to Wisconsin's afternoon news, weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m., only here on WTMJ.
Hey, it's your friend John McGivern. In a world full of chaos, I'm grateful for a health plan that has my back. Network Health is so reliable and trustworthy, they always put me and over 126,000 members first. It's just what they do and what they've always done for over 41 years. Call 833-7-NETWORK today. HMO and POS plans underwritten by Network Health Plan. Compensation has been provided for using this endorsement of Network Health.
Thinking about buying or building a new home? Start with a mortgage pre-approval from Great Midwest Bank and experience a state of tranquility. At Great Midwest Bank, we offer fast approvals and flexible options with experienced loan officers who understand the local market, because they live here too. Whether you're breaking ground for new construction or buying that dream home just around the corner, we'll guide you every step of the way. Bank with confidence and start your journey at GreatMidwestBank.com. Great Midwest Bank, your simply local equal housing lender.
Why Z-Bart? Because you don't want rust holes in your expensive vehicle. Let Z-Bart keep the rust away with professional rust protection. Only at Z-Bart.
0-0 ball game. We enter the third inning here at Truist Park, and stepping in with the play-by-play, here's Josh Mauer.
Thank you, Lane. And by the way, it started raining last inning, and it's raining still as we start the third very lightly. I took a peek at the radar. It's going to be raining on and off for the rest of this game, I'm afraid, but not enough, I wouldn't think, to ever delay things. Blake Perkins going to greet the lefty Joey Wentz. He's been great thus far, has Wentz. Misses inside with ball one.
You sounded like a meteorologist there. You sounded confident.
Very confident.
Yeah. In your diagnosis?
Well, I can read the colors on the radar on my app, and they were just green and blue. That's okay. 1-0 pitch. Perk takes a strike. The cutter at the knees. If you start getting yellows and reds, then that's
a problem.
bad.
That's a problem.
But green and blue you can play through.
Purple not good either, I think.
Very bad.
Purple's usually ice, isn't it?
I think purple's like go hide. Ground ball hit sharply through the left side by Perkins. Right in between the third baseman and shortstop, and a base hit in the left. First base runner of the night for the Brewers, it's Blake Perkins. Rounds that one sharply off of Wentz. That'll bring up Danny Jansen in this scoreless game. It's time for the Potawatomi Casino Hotel three-bagger in the third contest. Our contestant is Karen Fries, F-R-I-E-S. She's from Cross Plains. Karen wins the Potawatomi prize package if somebody hits a triple this inning. Danny Jansen up there takes in tight from the lefty Wentz. If you'd like to be a future contestant, visit WTMJ.com. So we play through the light raindrops. Danny making just his second start as a Brewer. He'll take one over the inside corner, fastball 1-1. Thus far, he's 1 for 6. Got an RBI and a sac fly in Washington. Right-handed batter with pop. A throw to first by Wentz, checking on Perkins. No tag applied by Matt Olson as Blake dove back in safely. The other game Danny started was that 16-run game on Friday. Pitch, popped him up. Shallow into right field. This would be a play for Eli White. Drifting in a few steps. Now coming further and moving to his right. Makes a backhanded catch. Then Jansen pops out. That's the first out of the inning. It'll bring up Joey Ortiz. Here's a club you'll want to get into. Club Citgo. The super easy app opens the door to great fuel savings and more. Sign up and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. Download the Club Citgo app today. 1-on-1 out. Here's Ortiz. Having a nice stretch over the last week offensively. First pitch. Called a strike at the very top of the zone. Brewers don't like that call. But unfortunately, their opinion didn't count in the matter. So it's 0-1. Ortiz hitting .216 on the year with 7 home runs. There goes Perkins. The pitch is outside. Throw to second base by Murphy is not in time. And Blake swipes second base. On a ball one to Joey Ortiz. There's a runner in scoring position with 1 out. One of the things that Pat Murphy loves about Blake Perkins, he does all the little things that can help you win games. He's clutch. He can steal a bag. He is one of the best defensive center fielders you'll ever see. And with Frelick out injured and Chorio on the injured list, he has been indispensable this road trip. 1-1 on Joey. Now the pitch. Called low. That was right in the strike zone according to the data that we get, but it's 2-1. We got a battle of Joeys. If only a kangaroo were here to watch it. Joey Wentz versus Joey Ortiz. 2-1 pitch. That is called a strike. Our data says that was inside.
I don't know if there is a Joey the kangaroo, but there are kangaroos that are Joeys.
Yeah, I guess that's what I was getting at.
Right?
Yep.
I'm sure there's a Joey the kangaroo.
They are Joeys. The young ones. 2-2 pitch. Joey Ortiz, ground ball to the hole at short. Played with a backhand by Nick Allen. but he doesn't have a play. Tries to throw in behind Perkins, who went from second to third base, but Blake didn't take the bait on that. He's safe on an infield single by Joey Ortiz. Nick Allen is very good with the glove, but where that ball had to be fielded in shallow left field, he knew he didn't have a chance to throw out Ortiz going to first base. And a Perkins with very good base running there. Even with the ball hit in front of him, you knew it was so deep in the hole that he could get to third base, which could be very important here. They're on the corners with one out for Caleb Durbin in this scoreless game. The first pitch is high and away, ball one.
Also just a great job not to overturn or get overly aggressive on the turn at third and staying close to the bag, because that could have been disastrous as he threw behind him.
Durbin grounded out to begin the ball game. No score, Brewers threatening the 1-0. Down and in on Caleb, 2-0. So Perkins at third. He singled, stole second, which meant there was a donation to Special Olympics Wisconsin, courtesy of Delta Dental and Delta Vision. And then the infield hit by Ortiz. The 2-0. Inside, 3-0. Well, the first two innings, Joey Wentz, he went 6 up, 6 down with 3 strikeouts. A different story thus far here in the third. The 3-0 coming. Takes inside, does Durbin. The bases are loaded. Ball 4, walk right in, Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. There is a difference. So Ortiz to second, Perkins remains at third, and Caleb at first as the catcher, Sean Murphy, goes out to visit with Joey Wentz. It'll be William Contreras coming to the plate. Golden opportunity here for the Brewers to strike first in this one. Contreras flew out to shallow right field his first time. The offense has been humming along for the Brewers. They try to put up a big number here potentially. No score yet. Bases loaded, 1 out. And now Wentz ready to go to William. First pitch. Popped into shallow right field. In comes Eli White. It is very shallow. White makes the catch, and Perkins will not tag. That was an identical out to the ball he hit in the first inning. Shallow fly to right. Bases loaded, 2 out. Then it'll be up to Christian Yelich here against the lefty Wentz to try to avoid the Brewers squandering this scoring opportunity. Struck out back in the first inning. Well, William got a cutter to hit, just couldn't drive it deep enough to get the runner home. Bases loaded, 2 out. Yelly waits in the pitch. Strike on the outside corner with a curveball. The last start for Joey Wentz at Kansas City last Wednesday, he gave up just 1 hit in 6 2/3 scoreless. No score in this one. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Over top the curveball. That's the pitch that he struck out, swinging over the top of back in the first. So it's 0-2. Wentz has been reborn since the Braves picked him up. Ready at the chest, and the 0-2 pitch Yelich takes down in the dirt. That time Christian made the adjustment, laid off that curveball. The raindrops continue to fall. It's a gray night, temperatures in the upper 60s. Very similar to the playing conditions for the entirety of Game 1 on Monday. No score, but 3 men on. 1-2 on Yelich. Wentz ready and deals, and it's chopped very softly towards second base. Tough play for Albies on the run, tried a glove hand flip to first, but not nearly in time as it kind of fluttered out of his glove like it was a balloon. Safe at first is Yelich, and he gets a run home to make it 1-0 Brewers. A slow chop infield hit. Once it got past the pitcher, the Braves had no chance. Great job by Yelich there, especially with 2 strikes. Get a ball in play and good things can happen. I don't think Albies was going to get him anyway, but trying to flip it with his glove. Did not work at all. And now the base is still loaded for Andrew Vaughn. Big swing and a miss on a high fastball. So Perkins does score the first run of the ball game. Christian Yelich, his 74th run batted in. 3 on, 2 out. The 0-1. Vaughn fouls back up over the screen. Had one to hit. That was pretty much right down the middle. 94 miles an hour, nothing in 2. Christian Yelich has moved up to 7th in the National League in runs batted in this year. Trying to add on more is Vaughn. Wentz with an 0-2. Fouled back into the screen. That was up. Probably out of the strike zone. 96. Got a little extra velocity, did Joey Wentz. Remains 0-2. Vaughn struck out his first time. Now you've got Joey Ortiz at third, Durbin at second, and Yelich at first. Wentz comes set at the chest. And another 0-2 pitch. Vaughn takes the breaking ball down low. Good job to lay off a curve, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Brewers have 3 hits and a walk in this inning. All 3 of the hits have been ground balls. 2 of them did not leave the infield. 1-2 on Vaughn. Wentz coming set again. And now he throws. Down and in off the glove of the catcher Murphy. It goes to the backstop. In from third comes Ortiz. It's a wild one. And the Brewers have scored 2. It's 2-0 here in the third inning. Pulled a fastball well in. And Sean Murphy could not grab it cleanly. Over to third as well goes Durbin, and Yelich up to second base. It's 2-2 on Andrew Vaughn. Well, this is what the Brewers have been doing. When they get opportunities with 2 outs, they'll take advantage. 2 2-out runs at least. 2-2 pitch, fouled back by Vaughn. Up over the screen. You know, you have that shallow fly out by Contreras. A lot of times that's a rally killer, but not with this team right now.
And give some credit to Vaughn for battling in this at-bat, right? Extending the at-bat, giving the chance for that ball to be thrown away. He fell behind 0-2 right out of the gate.
Yep, as did Yelich, too, by the way. The 2-2 pitch. Chopped foul over towards the on-deck circle, where Isaac Collins is waiting.
It's about the aggressiveness on the base paths, the extra 90 feet, but it's also about within the at-bat. I think the Brewers right now are better than any team in baseball at just wearing out a pitcher at-bat to at-bat.
They grind you. Second and third. The 2-2 pitch. Chopped off his foot. Caroms all the way out to the third baseman. It's a foul ball, of course, and that one hurt Andrew Vaughn. He's going to hobble around a little bit. He's going to see a 9th pitch when he is able to get back into the box. Yeah, that's the thing of it, too. Being behind 2 strikes right now to just about any of these Brewers hitters, it doesn't bother them. 0-2, all right, time to go to work.
Collins, Yelich, this at-bat with Vaughn. I mean, we see it so often with this group.
Andrew back in there. Wentz with a 2-2 again. Breaking ball popped up. Foul coming back, and that's going to get over the screen, and he'll see a 10th pitch.
I mean, it was 6 up and 6 down for Wentz coming into this inning, and now he's up over 50 pitches in the third.
This has been a grind of a top of the third. 2 runs are in. Andrew Vaughn continues to battle. Pitch number 10. 2-2, here it is. In the dirt. Good block that time by Murphy. Used the chest protector to deaden the baseball and just keep it right out in front of him. Now it's 3-2.
That was his 30th pitch of the inning right there.
Converted reliever, although in that game against the Royals last Wednesday, he did throw 95, so he's fully stretched out. First base is open. We'll see what they throw Andrew Vaughn. 3-2. 2 men in scoring position, and Wentz is ready. 3-2 coming. Fouled back. Fastball down the middle, and Andrew hits it up out of play. He's going to see 12 pitches at least. Eli White had that 11-pitch battle with Freddie Peralta last inning, and Vaughn has one up them. 2-0 Brewers in the third. Wentz with a new ball, new sign. 3-2 again. Line drive, base hit, pulled to the left field. 1 run home. Rounding third is Yelich. The throw to the plate bounces twice. It's not in time. My goodness, what an at-bat by Vaughn. And on the 12th pitch he saw, he lines a 2-run, 2-out single. How about 4 across after 2 were out in the inning? It's 4-0 Crew. That was unbelievable by Andrew Vaughn. Just add it to the list.
That was the Andrew Vaughn era in Milwaukee in a nutshell right there.
You just almost shake your head. That's an at-bat. I'm telling you, if you're trying to teach a youngster how to play baseball, you want to put that at-bat on tape and just make him watch it over and over again.
Some of the pitches he fouled off. I mean, that's the thing. Like, he was down 0-2. He fouled off some pitches that were out of the zone, but they were in the breaking ball down and in that was in the zone at one point. So you got to foul it off. You got to find a way to get the bat to it and just stay alive and keep grinding through the at-bat. And that was just a big league at-bat by the definition right there.
Pitching coach came out to visit Rick Kranitz, talking with Joey Wentz, and now it's Isaac Collins coming up. Runner at first and 2 out, and Isaac takes a strike on the upper outside corner. It's 4-0 Brewers. And it was no runs in and 0-2 on Yelich. Christian ended up getting an infield RBI hit. Run scored on a wild pitch. The one is fouled back by Collins out of play. It's 0-2. So Yelich does his thing. Wentz throws the wild pitch, but then Vaughn takes the cake with a 12-pitch AB, and he lines a 2-run single to double the lead. 4-0 Brewers. Another huge inning offensively on this road trip. 0-2 pitch. Collins hits it in the air into right. Going back on it, Eli White with a play. Settling right on the warning track, only a few steps in front of the fence. White makes the catch. That'll retire the side finally. Wentz had to throw well over 30 pitches in the inning, and the Brewers score 4 2-out runs against him. Freddie Peralta back to work with a 4-0 lead on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
For over 4 decades, one name has stood out as a symbol of excellence in automotive sales and service. It's the Boucher Automotive Group, dedicated to providing exceptional experiences to all of our valued customers.
We will help you find the perfect vehicle within your budget while respecting your time.
With 20 convenient locations, we're the one-stop destination for all your automotive needs.
At Boucher, we're your trusted partner on every mile of your journey. Riding with you every mile since 1977.
Is back pain slowing you down? When it comes to spine care, you need specialized expertise. At the OAW Spine Center, their orthopedic care specialists provide the highest level of care for everything from herniated discs to spinal fusion. They start with the most conservative, non-surgical treatments like physical therapy and injections. If surgery is needed, minimally invasive procedures at the OAW Spine Center will get you back on your feet faster. With a focus on treating the source of the problem, they take a comprehensive, active approach to spine health, getting you back to the life you love. The OAW Spine Center. There is a difference. Visit OAWSpineCenter.com. That's OAWSpineCenter.com.
The third inning is brought to you by Tri-City National Bank. You cheer on the hometown team, so bank at your hometown bank. Visit TCNB.com to open your account today.
Brewers leading 4-0. Bottom of the third begins with Nick Allen in the box, and he'll take one at the knees for a strike from Freddie Peralta. Freddie was in the dugout for about 20 minutes in between, but he doesn't mind that kind of weight when your offense gets you a 4 spot. 0-1 to Nick Allen. Swing and a miss. Elevated heater, then it's 0-2. Allen comes in batting .225. He has not hit a home run in 102 games played. He's driven in 18. A glove first shortstop. Came over in the offseason from the Athletics. The 0-2 pitch. Fouled on the right side. We'll pause 10 for station ID on the Brewers Radio Network. Along with Lane Grindle and Kent Sommerfeld, I'm Josh Maurer from Truist Park. It is rainy. It is damp, overcast. Not your ideal baseball night, but Brewers don't care. After winning yesterday 3-1, they just scored 4 in the top of the third, lead it 4-0. Ball in the dirt, 1-2 on Nick Allen. Now the pitch, taken high. Peralta's given up 2 base runners. They were each little squibbers that went for infield hits back in the first inning. And then he's already recorded 4 strikeouts as Freddie. The wind-up 2-2. Line drive to first and right at Vaughn. Reaches up and plucks it out of the air. There's something about momentum, too, and you can't quantify it, but right now, if a Brewer hit that, you'd figure it just goes straight through into the outfield. The way things are going for the Braves, they hit that, and it's right at the fielder.
You got to remember this, too, because there's always a stretch in the season where you feel like everything goes against you, right?
Strike 1 to Jurickson Profar as Freddie drops in a changeup.
So you got to remember the times when it feels like the breaks are going your way and all the swings are finding green grass.
And you just have to enjoy it. 0-1 to Profar. Bends him back out of the way. A high fastball. 1-1 strike. He had one of those infield hits back in the first.
Yeah, enjoy it and just try to stay in there as long as you can, right? Ride that wave.
Absolutely. 1-1 pitch. Profar tried to check on a high one, and he did. Looked like he might have offered, but Austin Jones, the umpire at third, says no, sir. So it's 2-1.
I feel like if your hips are that far through and you're down on a knee, even if the bat's back there, you should be charged to strike.
2-1 pitch. Inside, it's 3-1. Yeah, it just looked funky.
Looks like you're committed to it, right?
I guess he did everything to commit other than swing the bat. Profar, who was suspended the first 80 games of the year for PEDs. 3-1 pitch. Taken high. And he walked him. He's aboard for the second time. He's been all over the base paths this series. The first walk issued by Freddie. Then it brings up Matt Olson with 1 out. Brewers baseball brought to you by the Wisconsin Dental Association. No dental insurance, but need dental care. The new Wisconsin Dental Association Dental Savings Club can save you up to 55% from a statewide network of trusted WDA dentists. Join at WDAclub.com. Olson, a strikeout victim his first time. All-star up there, and he'll take a strike with a curveball. Off the outside corner. 4-0 Brewers. Lane mentioned earlier, first time this season Freddie faces Atlanta. 1 on, 1 out in the bottom of the third. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Olson has been late on some high fastballs in his 2 trips to the plate tonight. Just as he was right there, and the count is 0-2. Olson hit a home run against Freddie last year. It was at American Family Field. Now the pitch. Very high. He laid off that one. That was up above the shoulders. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Before the last homestand, when Freddie had the games against the Marlins and the Cubs that the opponent won each time. 1-2 pitches high. It's 2-2. Freddie had won 7 straight starts that he'd made. He has been a winner and then some. Kind of odd to see it happen at home where the team didn't win a couple. Working with a 4-run lead in the third. 2-2 on Matt Olson. Now the pitch. Down low. A changeup. So from 0-2, it's a full count. Already over 50 pitches. Bullpen in good shape for tonight. Yesterday, Quinn Priester gave you 7 strong innings. We'll see if they start Profar. 1 out. Profar takes his lead. Holding. 3-2 pitch. Swung on, popped up foul. Third base side. Is there room? Over there goes Durbin. He is Going to watch it go into the camera well. Danny Jansen, the catcher as well, was chasing. Even Freddie went over, just in case. The ball sailed out of play. It remains 3-2.
Off the bat, I thought that was going to stay in play for sure. Didn't get out by much.
Can't blame wind.
Nope.
No wind here tonight, really. Still 3-2, Profar at first. Being held on by Andrew Vaughn. Now Freddie sets at the belt, turns and throws over to first. And diving safely back in is Jurickson Profar. Drive Around the League is brought to you by Construction Business Group. Wisconsin operating engineers and trusted contractors building Wisconsin together. Just getting underway at Wrigley. One out here, 3-2 again, and a missed ball 4. Fastball outside. It was 0-2 on Matt Olson, and then Freddie ends up walking back-to-back batters. 2 on, 1 out. And Danny Jansen's going to go pay Freddie a visit. Cubs and the Reds. Game 2 of that series. Brewers are now 3 games clear of the second-place Cubs. After Chicago lost 3-2 last night, a game where they thought they had scored the tying run in the 7th inning, but Dansby Swanson missed touching first base. In a review, a challenge by Terry Francona, the Reds manager. He won it, took the run off the board. Reds held on. Here's Drake Baldwin. He swings and misses. First pitch changeup, 0-1. Game 2 tonight, Zach Littell, just acquired at the deadline by Cincinnati, makes his Reds debut against Shota Imanaga. Just getting underway in the first. 0-1 pitch to Baldwin is down and away. Another changeup. He laid off 1-1. First batter of the inning was retired on a lineout, but then walk. 4-0 Brewers. Bottom of the third, Baldwin had a squibbing infield hit back in the first off the end of his bat. Left-handed hitter. The 1-1. Tried to check, but he committed on a high fastball that was well up out of the zone. 1-2. Remember what the Brewers did to the Nationals this weekend? How could you forget? Well, the Nationals are playing their first game since. 1-2 pitch. Ground ball hit towards third. Played by Durbin. Throws to second base for 1. And then on the transfer, it's dropped by Terang. But they get the out. No relay throw because the ball came out of Bryce's glove. A wet baseball. Good job, though, by Durbin and Terang to get 1 on that. Over to third goes Profar. And Baldwin safe at first. It'll be a fielder's choice. Crowd reacted thinking that Terang had never caught it cleanly, but certainly looked like he did. Yeah, watching a replay here on the monitor that we have, Bryce scooped the throw, then was starting to make a transfer. The Braves do not challenge. So first and third with 2 out. Cleanup batter Sean Murphy to the plate. Struck out his first time. Let's see if Freddie can get out of trouble. First pitch, swing and a miss. Anyway, the Nationals are trailing 10-1 to the Athletics tonight. That's in the 5th inning. They had their best pitcher, Mackenzie Gore, starting. Their woes continue. 0-1 pitch. Misses high. A 95-mile-an-hour heater there from Freddie. Freddie's at 60 pitches. 4-0 Brewers, runners in the corners in the 1-1. Murphy, big swing, but he fouled it back. Took a home run rip. 94-mile-an-hour heat. It was a little bit up. Couldn't do anything with it. 1-2. Freddie is one good pitch away from getting out of this unscathed. Got a sign from Jansen. Those two working together as battery mates for the first time. Been a week since Danny was acquired in the trade by the Brewers. You heard Lane talking with Pat Murphy about how Danny's had to learn this whole pitching staff in short order. The 1-2 pitch. Hit in the air in the left. Christian Yelich with a play. Backtracks a few steps, but he's there in front of the track to make the catch. 2 walks, but no problem for Freddie Peralta. 2 men were stranded. We go to the 4th. It's 4-0 Milwaukee on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
Miller Lite, the legendary light beer. The originator, the inventor. If this beer could talk, it'd tell stories about that one time, that night, that one guy, that one gal. Writing a story 50 years long and 50 million friends. Why? Because legendary stories start with a light. Here's to 50 years of Miller Time. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Miller High Life. Always flavorful, always refreshing, always at the right price. The champagne of beers. Welcome to the High Life. Celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
When you choose Blue Moon, everything becomes brighter. Every sip of our Belgian-style wheat ale is crafted with Valencia orange peel and coriander. Plus, try our new Blue Moon Light and Blue Moon Non-Alcoholic. Check your local store for Blue Moon. Made brighter. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Blue Moon Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Brewers fans, with Us Mode from US Cellular, you can keep your eye on the ball, not on your screen. Whether you're inside the stadium, tailgating in the lots, or listening to the game at home, US Cellular wants you to focus on genuine connections with your family, friends, and fellow Brewers fans. That means at game time, you should do less scrolling and more cheering. So eliminate distractions and build connections by setting your phone to Us Mode. Because game day is for cheering on the Brew Crew with your crew. US Cellular, built for us.
How can you not be romantic about this? This is the Brewers Radio Network.
Headed to the 4th inning, Turang, Perkins, and Jansen. 6, 7, and 8 in the Brewers' order, coming up against Joey Wentz, who continues after that laborious third in which the Brewers scored 4 and lead 4-0. Carbless is a proud partner of the Brewers. Premium ready-to-drink cocktails. 0 carbs, 0 sugar, 0 gluten. Find it at the ballpark or at your local grocery store. Carbless, less is more. Rain stopped for the moment. Told you that's going to come lightly on and off throughout the remainder of the night, likely. Here's Bryce Turang. Flew out to center his first time up. Lefty versus lefty. The pitch to begin the 4th is down low for ball 1. Big night when we get back on Friday. It's Cerveceros nights at American Family Field. The annual event. 1-0 pitch. Turang swings and misses through a cutter, 1-1. All fans in attendance Friday invited to join the crew for this huge celebration that includes live music, curated retail opportunities, and more. Cerveceros nights. 1-1 pitch. Down in the dirt, 2-1. Grab your seats, brewers.com/community nights. Can't wait to be home. Got the Mets coming to town. 3 games Friday, Saturday, Sunday after this trip ends. The 2-1 to Bryce. Chopped off the catcher and goes to the backstop foul, 2-2. What a roll for this Brewers team. Trying to win a 5th straight game to start the road trip. Be their 3rd 5-game winning streak of the year if they can hold on. They lead 4-0. Joey Wentz with a 2-2. Down in the dirt, did he swing? He did not. Curveball that bounced in. And third base umpire Austin Jones says he did not go around, so it's a full count on Turang. Over the first 4 games of this road trip, 4-0 record. Brewers had outscored opponents 41-15. And 4-0 tonight. 3-2 pitch Turang. Fouls into the seats. Third base side. Drifting well up and out of play about 20 rows in. We'll do it again, 3-2. Another lengthy plate appearance. Brewers offense has turned into one of, if not the best in baseball. 3-2 pitch. Lifted into shallow left field by Turang. Out goes the third baseman Alvarez. Nacho making the call, moving over towards the foul line. He was a good 25 steps beyond the infield as he makes the catch in fair territory. Bryce pops out to Nacho Alvarez for the first out of the 4th. That'll bring to the plate Blake Perkins, who began the 4-run rally last inning. Ground ball single Stole a base and scored the first run. The thing about this road trip, too, is it's so impressive. You got new contributors doing it, places some of the guys that are injured. Pitch to Perkins, outside corner from Wentz. Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1. This whole trip, you haven't had Jackson Churio, of course, Reese Hoskins. Jake Bowers has been out. And you really haven't had Sal Frelick except for a few at-bats. 0-1 pitch. Perk takes up and away, 1-1. Sal had 2 at-bats this whole road trip. So when you take out a Churio and a Frelick, add that to Hoskins, those are big names, big shoes to fill. 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Wentz sneaks a high fastball by Perkins, 1-2.
When you look at tonight, Durbin wasn't on the opening day roster. Jansen was not in the organization until a couple of weeks ago. Andrew Vaughn was not in the organization on opening day. I mean, it's incredible the way this roster's evolved over the course of the year.
1-2 pitch, Perkins, ground ball past the mound, but at the second baseman. Ozzie Albies positioned up the middle, and so he backhands and throws out Perkins. Ball was well struck. I think it hit the back slope of the mound, but it caromed right out to Ozzie Albies. 2 out in the inning. That'll bring up Danny Jansen. Yeah, and Brandon Lockridge, who was acquired right at the deadline as we were getting onto the airplane to go to Washington. He's been a huge contributor. Not in there tonight, but he's had a great first trip with the Brewers. Just feels like whoever Pat Murphy writes on the lineup card is going to do something to help this team win a ball game. Comes in low.
Think about this, Josh, and I was thinking about this earlier today, just thinking about the success of this team and the wins that they're stacking up on top of each other right now.
1-0 pitch, Jansen takes low, it's 2-0.
Think how little, and I don't mean this as any disrespect, because I think the world of this person, one of my favorite players I've ever covered. Think how little we've talked about Willy Adames this year.
Yeah. 2-0 pitch. Jansen took a strike. Didn't have to be. Low inside corner, 2-1. You're right.
I mean, we have especially since April, of course, you know, we saw them out in San Francisco in late April.
2 out, nobody on. The 2-1 pitch. Jansen fouls off on the ground to the backstop, 2-2.
But who would have thought that we wouldn't be talking about, boy, they miss Willy Adames in that clubhouse. Now, he was a big part of this culture and this friendship. We keep hearing the guys talk about power friendship. These guys like playing together.
2-2 pitch, lifted into right field, slicing away from Eli White. Long run over in fair territory. He's there by the foul line to make the catch. And Wentz comes back with a 1-2-3 inning. You're right. We're not talking about Willy Adames. Look, you lost one of the best closers in baseball, Devin Williams. He's been gone. It's just whoever the next man up is steps in and does a great job.
Yeah.
It's like they've got some magic pixie dust. If only you could bottle it up and sell it. We're going to the bottom of the fourth, 4-0 Milwaukee on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
At Prevea, we do things differently because we're led by doctors who specialize in you. How do we do it? Let's hear from the doctors, just like me, who practice at Prevea.
At Prevea Health, our patients are treated like people.
Not some quota. We're led by doctors.
Not by numbers. That's why before we ever listen to your chest,
we always listen to you.
Prevea Health, doctor-led, specializing in you.
The pursuit of fair wages and top-of-the-line benefits is achieved when the right union has your back. The Sheet Metal Workers Labor Union is extremely diverse, representing Wisconsinites working HVAC, architectural metals, welding, specialty fabrication, and much more. Make great living wages with outstanding benefits, pensions, and apprenticeship programs in trained, safe working environments. The Sheet Metal Workers Union is a leading force in the revitalization of the labor movement in Wisconsin.
You know that little pain in your tooth? The one you've been hoping will go away? That one you'd have checked out if only you had dental insurance. Yeah, that's probably a cavity. And no, it won't just go away. Left untreated, that little pain can become a big pain with a big cost. And if you don't have dental insurance, we have a solution. The new Wisconsin Dental Association Dental Savings Club can save you up to 55% on quality care from WDA dentists you can trust. Learn more and join at WDAclub.com.
Carbless, a proud partner of the Milwaukee Brewers. Premium, ready-to-drink cocktails. 0 carbs, 0 sugar, 0 gluten. At the ballpark or your local grocery store. Carbless. Less is more.
Freddie Peralta back to work with a 4-0 lead. It's the bottom of the fourth in Atlanta. Michael Harris the second, then Ozzie Albies and Eli White coming up. Network Health salutes all our nation's veterans. Retired veterans, you can turn to Network Health for affordable and reliable health plans tailored to meet your needs. Find the coverage you need and health plan experience you want with Network Health. Learn more at networkhealth.com/veterans. Little delay as Danny Jensen had to get his catcher's gear back on after he flew out to end the top of this fourth inning. Danny's back out there now, and here comes Michael Harris. Freddie struck him out, strand a pair back in the first. Braves have left 4 on base. The pitch, big swing. He fouls it straight back into the screen. Got a high fastball. That's how they've been attacking Harris tonight. Up the ladder with cheese. Worked thus far, 0-1. Left-handed batter waits, and he takes down low with the change. Saturday, don't forget, it's our Christian Yelich bobblehead giveaway night with the Mets in town. An all-new Christian Yelich bobblehead you can add to your collection. 1-1 pitch, fouled again into the screen. Fastball, it was up again and away. 1-2. Courtesy of American Family Insurance, be one of the first 25,000 ticketed fans through the gates to claim yours this Saturday. Grab your tickets at brewers.com/giveaways. Mets have fallen on hard times. Having a rough week. 1-2 pitch. Harris swings over the top of a curveball. He struck him out. Second time tonight that Freddie puts Michael Harris the second away swinging. It's going to be his 5th Ortho ASAP strikeout. You can start healing faster by meeting with a specialist today. Learn more at orthowisconsin.com. 1 out for Ozzie Albies. The Mets 1-6 in their last 7 games. Ball 1 misses. Playing the Guardians tonight. Guardians beat them in extras last night. It's 2-2 in the 5th. And that one at Citi Field. 1-0 to Albies. Swing and a miss. And a curveball. 1-1 the count on Ozzie Albies. Clay Holmes pitching that game for New York, which is now a game and a half out of first in the East behind the Phillies. 1-1 pitch. Albies swings through a high fastball. That's been a pitch that's worked very well tonight. Got good giddy up. It was only 93 miles an hour, but that high fastball, hitters will tell you it plays up when it comes from Freddie. 1-2. 1 out the pitch. Laid off that high fastball, did Albies. 2-2. 1 out, nobody on, a 4-0 Brewers lead. Be the Mets and the Pirates for the next homestand beginning Friday. 2-2 pitch, fouled back. What do you know? High fastball. Ozzie took a rip and hit the ball directly into the screen. Aaron Judge is back for the other New York team tonight. The Yankees at Texas. 1-2 is down low. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes. Beg your pardon, as the curveball misses to Ozzie Albies. It's a full count. Yankees losers of 4 in a row. No score in the second inning against the Rangers, who have played their way back into the American League playoff picture. 3-2 coming. Swing and a miss. Curveball. And Freddie, just like he did to Michael Harris, puts away Ozzie Albies. Great Uncle Charlie's. 2 straight strikeouts to begin the bottom of the 4th for Peralta. Ortho ASAP. Strikeout number 6. 2 down. Here comes Eli White. Popped out to second his first time. He'll take outside ball 1. Freddie looking for his second perfect inning in the 4 tonight. Working with a 4-0 lead. As the late rain falls again here at Truist Park. The 1-0 pitch. Popped foul coming back over the screen. It's 1-1. Told you the Cubs had just gotten underway against the Reds. That game's gone to the second inning scoreless. 2 out, the 1-1 pitch. Just a little bit low on a changeup. 2-1 on Eli White from Freddie Peralta. Brewers the best record in all of baseball by 3 games. On the 5th of August. 3 games better than the Cubs, the Blue Jays, and the Tigers. White takes down low on a change. It's 3-1. I don't think the national media can ignore this story anymore. 3 games better than everybody else in baseball. 3-1 pitch, drilled to deep left. Yelich watches it fly. Eli White is on fire, and he hits it into the seats for a solo home run. Gets the Braves on the board. The hero of the Speedway Classic when he went deep twice Sunday. It's a solo shot against Peralta in the 4th to make it a 4-1 ball game. Got a 3-1 fastball, 92 miles an hour right down the middle. Solo home run, and Atlanta, it's the way they've scored this series. They've only got 2 runs, each on a solo home run. Jurickson Profar did it, leading off the first inning last night, and Atlanta had not scored since. 2 out, bases clear still, and Nacho Alvarez will take high ball 1. Second home run of the year against the Brewers for Eli White, former Texas Ranger. It's his 7th in total. The 1-0 pitch to Alvarez misses high on a curve. Freddie's going to certainly have enough leash to get through this 4th inning and then hopefully the 5th, but he's already at 80 pitches, so this is going to be, you would figure, a shorter outing tonight. The 2-0 to Alvarez misses inside and a little bit up. It's 3-0 after the home run. Struck out the first 2 batters of the inning. 3-run ball game. Peralta has his sign from Jansen, the 3-0 pitch, and he missed low. It was very, very close, but called ball 4. Probably just a hair below the knees of Nacho Alvarez. Freddie walks his 3rd. In addition to the 3 hits he's permitted. Timeout is called. Chris Hook, pitching coach, with a visit to the mound. It's going to bring to the plate Nick Allen, the number 9 batter, with Nacho over at first base. I mentioned this right before first pitch. If the Brewers win tonight, they'll be 25 games above 500. They would go to 69-44. To put that in some perspective, the Brewers' best overall record in relation to the 500 mark was in the last previous 3 years, 25 games above. So they would match their best record in 4 seasons if they win tonight, and they would do it pretty much at the beginning of August with almost 2 months still left to play. It's just been a remarkable run. 4-1 they lead tonight. Runner at first with 2 out in the 4th. And here's Allen. Nick Allen takes a strike. Fastball at the knees.
On a 98 win pace, I believe, is the number right now. Best they've ever done is 96. They've done that a couple of times.
Allen lined to first last inning. Takes up and in. Bends back out of the way of a fastball. 1-1.
50 games left, including tonight.
50 games is nothing. We're going to blink and that'll be over. Pitch 1-1 down and away on a curveball. 2-1 on Allen. Freddie, after the home run by Eli White, has only thrown 1 strike out of the 7 pitches that he's delivered, and it's now 2-1 on the light hitting shortstop Nick Allen. You want to go after this guy. Profar on deck. The 2-1. He fouls it back. Went after him. Fastball down the middle and hits it out of play. 2-2.
You and I both would agree. Blink and that 50 games is going to be up. Don't tell that to the manager, though. He'll tell you there is a ton of season left.
Yes.
That's what everybody in a uniform will tell you. There's a lot of baseball left to be played.
Well, and we don't dispute that 50 games is a lot. I think we just say that it's time-wise, it's going to go fast.
It's going to go really fast.
2-2 on Allen. Rain intensifies a bit as Freddie throws, and it's popped foul into the seats first base side.
And when you're playing well, it goes fast, too. I mean, whether you're broadcasting it, whether you're covering the team, whether you're obviously a part of the team, winning makes the time go fast. It's fun.
Lane, the Brewers have only lost 4 games in the over 4 weeks since Brandon Woodruff returned. 2-2 curveball in the dirt. It's gone full on Nick Allen, 3-2. So an action pitch coming up. Nacho Alvarez will run 3-2 with 2 outs. Brandon Woodruff came back in Miami just over 4 weeks ago, the 6th of July. They're 19-4 since. Runner goes 3-2. Allen lines it into right center field. Towards the gap. Collins back. Into the gap. Collins makes the catch. On the run and just in front of the warning track, Isaac Collins, and that'll retire the side. Hard hit by Nick Allen to the opposite field. And Isaac is so used to seeing the ball coming at him in left field. It's a different direction, a different look there on the other corner. He made the play regardless. We're headed to the 5th. 4-1 Milwaukee after a run scores on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
High-tech data centers are critical to unlocking the power of technology to grow our economy, improve our healthcare, and transform education. And Wisconsin is quickly becoming a data center hub, which is great news for our state's skilled workers. Each data center creates about 1,800 construction jobs and then hundreds of high-paying jobs to operate it. Wisconsin Infrastructure Investment Now supports bringing data centers online to move our state's economy and technology forward.
Hey, I went to the new place. They didn't have everything, but the bananas were on sale.
Wait, why didn't you go to Woodman?
Hi, we're the Woodmans. I'm Clint. I'm Phil.
Other stores promote a few items but charge more for everything else.
At Woodman's, you save big time money on your whole grocery bill.
I even use the app to compare prices.
Oh my gosh, talk about receipt regret.
Our work here is done.
Service and savings. It's Woodman's.
Jan from Toyota here, with live coverage of end of summer fun at Toyota's National Sales Event, with my special guest, Eli Manning.
Thanks, Jan. Let's get into it.
Down by the lake for some fishing, we've got Eric in his Tundra. He throws his line, and he's going long.
Heck of a team effort there. That Tundra got him exactly where he needed to be.
Sure was, Eli. Until next time, go Toyota.
See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary. Event ends September 2nd. Toyota. Let's go places.
American Family Insurance is always a great call. That's because their agents are always there to protect your dreams.
On to the 5th. It's 4-1 the Brewers, and here's Lane Grindle.
All right, thank you, Josh. Joey Ortiz squares around to bunt, pulls the bat back, and takes a cutter for a strike from Joey Wentz. And it's 0-1. Wentz hit 74 pitches after that last one. It is 4-1 Crew. They've out-hit the Braves 4-3 so far in this game. Wentz kicks, delivers, and line through the left side and into left field for a base hit for Joey Ortiz. He is 2 for 2 out of the 9 spot here tonight for the Crew. So leadoff man is aboard for the second consecutive inning. That was a good recipe, of course. Not for the second consecutive inning, for the second time in the last 3 innings. That was a good recipe, of course, back in the 3rd when the Brewers struck for the 4 runs. And now here's Caleb Durbin. Durbin 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. Wentz brings home the pitch and missed inside. It's 1-0. Wentz has a lot of arms and legs. There's a lot flying at you as he's bringing the ball home to the plate. You can see where he could be a little funky from the left side. A little bit deceiving at times. The pitch missed inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Kind of hides the baseball until the last second. Kicks that leg almost back and up. Turns away from you just a little bit. 2-0 pitch. That's high. 3 balls and no strikes. So it goes to 3-0, and another one out of the zone would put runners at first and second with nobody out for Contreras, who is in the on-deck circle right now. 3-0 pitch, and Durbin taking all the way, took a strike at the very top of the zone. It's 3-1. quiet in that Atlanta bullpen right now, but that probably is going to change soon, one would think. 3-1 to Durbin. And Durbin, a ground ball to third. Played by the third baseman Alvarez to second for one, on to first, not in time. It was played right behind the bag by Alvarez. He made a nice throw to second to get Ortiz. But the relay to first was late, so Durbin's at first with one away for Contreras. Time for a vibe check. A 4-1 lead's a big vibe. So is a cooler full of Vizzy Hard Seltzer. Vizzy Hard Seltzer, the seltzer that passes the vibe check. So Contreras 0 for 2 tonight, 0 for 3 in the series. Takes down and away with a fastball at 92. It's 1-0. The former Atlanta Brave. He's been swinging the bat very good here of late. Had a great start to this road trip in Washington on Friday night. 1-0 is right through there with a strike on a fastball at 92. And it's 1-1. Came in hitting .330 over his last 21 games. Some of that kind of quietly, but not quietly of late. 1-1. And here is a rocket out to center. Harris back on it, still back onto the edge of the warning track to make the catch. And there's 2 down. That was the best contact of the series for William Contreras. He hit it very well, but not deep enough. And there's 2 down for Yelich. Get 50% off all window styles, plus 0 interest until 2030 with Window Nation, a proud partner of the Milwaukee Brewers. Plus, receive Brewers tickets on select games with your purchase of a house of windows. While supplies last, visit windownation.com to get your free quote. Pitch to Yelich, up and in, and Yelich's helmet flew off as he got out of the way of that one. Fastball at 92, a little chin music for Yelly. And it's 1-0. Yelich had that infield single that drove in a run, his 74th RBI of the season. Back in the 30s, 1 for 2 today. He is now 3 for 4 lifetime against Joey Wentz. Runner at first and 2 outs here. And now they've got Durbin picked off to first, and now the throw to short, and the ball gets away from Nick Allen, who was covering the bag at second, and Durbin on the slide, I think, just knocked the ball out of his glove. And so Durbin's going to be safe at second base. They had him picked off. He broke for second. He never tried to get into a rundown, and it wasn't knocked out of Allen's glove. He just didn't catch it. Wasn't a great throw, but certainly a catchable one from Olsen. He just never caught it. It's a stolen base for Durbin. The 1-0 pitch to Yelich, and he lines one to center. Coming in is Harris. He'll make the catch, and the inning is over. So Brewers will strand a runner at second. We go to the bottom of 5. It's 4-1 Brewers on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
This is Al Feckler at Cannon Dunphy. We've been helping people just like you for over 40 years, and we've never been about gimmicks or billboards, just 40 years of proven results. If you've been injured, call the team at Cannon Dunphy so that we can get you the help you need.
When you're injured, you want quick, specialized care, not a long ER wait. The orthopedic care specialists at Ortho ASAP treat fractures, sprains, strains, sports injuries, and more right away. With on-site x-rays and expert care, Ortho ASAP gets you back on track faster. Open 7 days a week with locations in Brookfield and Pewaukee, it's more affordable than the ER. Walk in, get treated, and get back to life. Ortho ASAP. There is a difference. Visit orthowisconsin.com.
Hey fans, the Brew Crew are hot and so are the summer temps. Now is the perfect time to step up your comfort game with a new Carrier home comfort system to keep your home cool all summer long. Ask your local dealer about local Wisconsin focus on energy rebates and financing for qualified buyers. Turn to the experts at Carrier. We've got you covered so you can get back to cheering on the crew. Carrier, proud partner of the Milwaukee Brewers. Find your local dealer at carriermilwaukee.com.
When you've been seriously injured, the final score matters.
Attorney Ed Robinson with Cannon & Dunphy.
That's why you should hire the trusted team at Cannon & Dunphy. We have a winning lineup of attorneys with decades of experience. Because results matter, call Cannon and Dunphy.
Sit back, relax, and catch a home run or two.
Way gone! Bye-bye baseball!
On the home of the Brewers, 620 WTMJ.
Four to 1 Brewers as we go to the bottom of the fifth inning. Freddie Peralta's back out there. He's at 89 pitches, and he will face the top of this Atlanta lineup for a third time tonight. Profar, who has reached both times against Peralta, will lead things off for Atlanta. Freddie's first pitch to Profar is a strike on the outside edge. It's 0-1. Durbin had stolen second on what was a pickoff over to first. But because Allen didn't catch the throw from Olsen and Durbin was safe at second, he gets credited for a stolen base. A 1 missed inside, 1 ball and 1 strike. And with that steal, the Brewers bag another donation for Special Olympics Wisconsin, courtesy of Delta Dental and Delta Vision. 2 great plans and 1 name you trust. Aaron Ashby's getting loose in the Brewers' pen. The 1-1 hit off the end of the bat, right in front of the mound. Fielded by Peralta, throws to first in plenty of time. And the Brewers have retired Profar for just the second time in this series. And the leadoff man retired as well. 1 away from Matt Olson. Olson is 0 for 1, a walk and a strikeout for him. He has just 1 hit in this series so far. Pitch brought home and a swing and a miss. Change up in the zone from Peralta, and Olsen went after it, came up empty. Still quiet in that Atlanta bullpen. I'm a little surprised by that. They're going to try to get everything they can out of Joey Wentz tonight. Pitch is high, and it's 1-1. I think that tells you a little bit about where Atlanta is in the standings, too. 47 and 64. No threat anymore for the postseason for Atlanta. Check swing foul back behind home plate. And it's 1-2.
We were talking with Joe Simpson, their terrific longtime broadcaster, in the pregame show about this, but this is the first time in 8 years that they're not going to make the postseason. And it is a very unfamiliar feeling for them to be in this spot at this time of the year.
The rise of the Braves for this era. 1-2 is a ground ball to second base. Charging it is Turang. Plenty of time to throw to first and retire Olsen. And there's 2 outs. And that'll get Drake Baldwin to the plate. This era of Brewers baseball and this era of Braves baseball have kind of been mirrored. They both kind of got to this core. And, of course, the Brewers have kind of churned through their core, and it's looked a little different, but they've continued to win throughout all of it. And somewhat true for Atlanta, too. No Freddie Freeman here anymore. First pitch to Baldwin is down and away, 1-0. He was such a big part of the beginning part of this phase. The other part of this phase was Albies coming up and eventually Acuna coming up. 1-0 pitch. That is a strike. Lands a changeup on the low outside corner. It's 1-1 on Baldwin. One pitch. Missed inside. It's 2-1. But yeah, the two organizations have kind of mirrored each other in success throughout this stretch. Atlanta just barely got into the postseason last year. 2-1 is high. It's 3 balls and 1 strike. Ended up in the wild card series in San Diego against the Padres.
Had to win game number 162.
Yeah.
They did.
3-1. That's in there for a strike, and it's 3 balls and 2 strikes on Baldwin. Steps out briefly and then climbs back in there. He is 1 for 2 today. An infield single for him back in the first. 3-2 pitch, and this is lined into center. That's going to get down for a base hit for Baldwin. So a 2-out single for Baldwin, and Freddie's at 102 pitches. Pat Murphy starting to make his way up the steps. Still waiting, and I think he's going to give him one more. He just pointed out to Freddie and said, one more. So he's going to give him Sean Murphy, the right-handed hitter here. Harris is on deck. He's a lefty, and you got Ashby up in the bullpen. So the Brewers are going to let Freddie try to empty the tank against Sean Murphy here and get through 5 innings tonight. First pitch to Murphy is a strike on the outside edge, and put a little extra something on that one at 95. It's 0-1. Well, Usingers has been Milwaukee's family-owned sausage shop since 1880. Enjoy the great taste your grandfather did. Pitch is a strike on the inside edge with a changeup, and it's 0-2. You can do that because Usingers is still made the old world way. They don't try to make the most, they just try to make the best. Usingers, America's finest sausage. Peralta's 0-2 to Murphy is down low, smothered nicely by Danny Jansen, and it's 1-2. Baldwin is at first. There are 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. It's a 4-1 Brewers lead here tonight at Truist Park. Freddie trying to finish off his night in style. The 1-2. Up and in, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fastball at 94. He just lost the grip on it a little bit. Sailed up and in, and the count is even. One of those nights. Ball's a little wet. You have to think just a little bit more when you're in the batter's box tonight. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And he missed inside. The count goes full. It's 3-2 on Murphy. He has struck Murphy out tonight. He's also flown out to left. Murphy is 0 for 2. Peralta's 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Freddie Peralta puts an exclamation point on the end of his night. Had to labor through 5, but he only gives up 1. And the Brewers lead it 4-1 as we head to the 6th on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
What's on Tap? Brought to you by Miller Lite, the original light beer. Rooting for the Brew Crew because we're from Milwaukee too. Tastes like Miller time. The Milwaukee Brewers have partnered with GovX to offer 50% off select tickets to active duty military, veterans, first responders, government employees, and teachers at Sunday through Thursday games, courtesy of Vortex. Visit brewers.com/GovX. Milwaukee Brewers baseball and Miller Lite.
It's Quick Trip's Around the Bases contest with Old Wisconsin. Want in? It's easy. Just stop by your neighborhood Quick Trip, purchase any Old Wisconsin product with quick rewards, and boom, you're entered. Choose from beef and cheddar, beef and jalapeno, or bourbon and bacon smokestacks. If you're selected and the Brewers score in the first inning, you'll get a $100 Quick Trip gift card. Get all the details at quicktrip.com/sweepstakes. No purchase necessary. Quick Trip and Old Wisconsin, proud partners of the Brewers Radio Network.
In baseball, players spend time in the minors before making it. That's not the case with union construction trades like the operating engineers. As a union apprentice, you earn good money while you learn a trade. And graduates from union apprenticeship programs earn 41% more than their non-union counterparts. They even earn more than a typical worker with a master's degree. So if you are ready to earn big league bucks, go to join139.com to learn more.
We'll take some more of that.
Swing a line drive, deep center. It's gone. A walk-off home run.
This is the Brewers Radio Network.
You're killing me, Smalls.
We go to the 6th inning here in Atlanta. The Brewers with a 4-1 lead. Freddie Peralta's night done. 108 pitches, ties his season high. He also did that against Boston earlier this year. Andrew Vaughn leads off the 6th, and he takes a curveball for a strike from Joey Wentz, who's still out there on the mound for Atlanta. And it's 0-1. Action has begun behind Wentz out in that bullpen for the Braves. 0-1 pitch. Vaughn laid off a pitch with a curveball outside. It's 1-1. Andrew Vaughn has the at-bat of this game so far. The 2-run single back in the 3rd. A 12-pitch battle. Wentz, the 1-1. That nailed the outside edge of the fastball at 92. And it's 1-2. Vaughn now has driven in 26 runs as a member of the Brewers.
21 games.
1-2 pitch, down and in, nearly hit him. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Just for context.
It's superhero stuff. You're really running out of ways to describe Andrew Vaughn and what he has done and the impact he has made. Brewers were playing great baseball before he showed up. 2-2 pitch. And this is a one-hopper to short. Backing up is Allen. And then flashes his arm across in time to retire Vaughn. Vaughn hit it pretty hard. But right at Allen, who did a nice job on a ball that got on him quickly. That was a tougher play than Allen made it look like. And there's one away. It's crazy to think that the Brewers were playing great baseball. They were one of the hottest teams in baseball. And then Hoskins got hurt. They call up Vaughn. And here's a guy that was in AAA, and he's elevated him. First pitch to Collins. Missed outside. 1 ball and no strikes. And that's nothing against Rhys Hoskins. Rhys carried this team at times throughout this season and will play a huge part in this team when he gets back. But Andrew Vaughn has taken this team to a different level offensively. Pitch is high. 2 balls and no strikes. Anybody that's put up the production he has put up would elevate any offense. It's been as good as anybody in baseball in this stretch. Collins 0 for 2. Takes a strike with a fastball at 92 down the middle. And it's 2-1. 6th inning, by the way, is the Woodman's Food Market's home run inning. Our contestant is Linda Matson from De Pere. 2-1, and he checked on a fastball that clipped the outside edge. It's 2-2. Linda will win a gift card jackpot of $300 if a member of the crew hits a home run this inning. $100 added to the total for each additional home run this half. Visit any participating Woodman's store to enter. Service and savings, that's Woodman's. 2-2. This is lined out to left, but right in the tracks of Profar. He misjudged it. It sails over his head and rolls all the way to the wall. Collins not stopping at second. He's on his way to third, and he is in there sliding with a triple. Profar thought he had it measured up. It felt like it was hit a little harder than that off the bat, and it sailed over his leaping glove. That was one of those where you could almost hear him go, uh-oh, from clear up here in the booth. Just misjudged that one all the way. So it is a 1-out triple for Isaac Collins. His second triple of the season. And now here's Bryce Terang, the infield in for Atlanta. Pitch brought home, and this is lined into center. It's down for a base hit for Terang. An RBI single for Bryce Terang, and the Brewers grow that lead to 5-1. And there's the Brewers taking advantage of any little mistake you make. Incredible stuff. We have seen it time and time again. And Brian Snitker out of the dugout. He's going to take the ball from Joey Wentz, and that's going to be it for the Braves left-hander. 5-1 Brewers. It's a U.S. Cellular call to the bullpen. They're proud to support the Brew Crew. When the game is on, don't miss your chance to turn off ringers and cheer for dingers. U.S. Cellular, built for us. Tyler Kinley, the former Colorado Rocky, coming into this game for Atlanta. This is the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
Brewers fans, with US Mode from U.S. Cellular, you can keep your eye on the ball, not on your screen. Whether you're inside the stadium, tailgating in the lots, or listening to the game at home, U.S. Cellular wants you to focus on genuine connections with your family, friends, and fellow Brewers fans. That means at game time, you should do less scrolling and more cheering. So eliminate distractions and build connections by setting your phone to US Mode. Because game day is for cheering on the Brew Crew with your crew. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
Save big on everything for your next project when you shop at Menards.
paints. Get a premium finish with less odor and fumes for your painting project with Rust-Oleum's low-odor spray paint. It provides a long-lasting, durable finish, making it perfect for indoor or outdoor projects. Save big on Rust-Oleum spray paints, now at Menards. Plus, check out our weekly flyer on Menards.com for more great deals happening this week.
Save big money at Menards.
Ready to escape to a resort that has it all? The Island Resort and Casino is your total thrill getaway, where championship golf, a luxury spa, world-class gaming, and epic entertainment come together. Tee it up at Sweetgrass and Sage Run. Unwind at the Drift Spa. Dine, play, win, repeat. Go all in on an unforgettable getaway. Book your total experience today at islandresortandcasino.com.
Well, Tyler Kenley takes over on the mound for Atlanta. Blake Perkins, he is the batter. Runner at first is Terang. There's one out. It's a 5-1 Brewers lead. Kenley spins, throws to first, and Terang is back in time. Kenley, the former Rocky, one-time Miami Marlin. He was with Minnesota at the beginning of his career as well. Recently acquired back on July 30th, so right around the deadline, by the Braves from the Rockies for a minor leaguer. Pitch is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Been a fairly significant part of the Rockies bullpen over the last couple of years. Numbers not great, but relievers in Colorado typically struggle to put up good numbers. 0-1, swing and a miss at a slider down below the zone. It's 0-2.
Yeah, he's been the Rockies' closer for much of the last few years. A lot of the pundits were surprised that the Braves would make a trade to add at the deadline like they did.
I don't know that this was a competitive trade as much as it was, we need a big league arm. They just have had so many injuries. 0-2, and he didn't go. He's able to check in time. 1 ball and 2 strikes here on Perkins, meaning they still have 50-some games to get through. You got to have some big leaguers that can give you some quality innings. You're still playing out this season, even if you're not playing maybe for postseason baseball. There goes the runner. 1-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled at the plate by Perkins. Oh, Terang had a great jump. Pitch was a strike. So Blake had to offer at it with 2 strikes against him, and he pounded it into the dirt behind home plate. Stays at a ball and 2 strikes. And it was closer for the Rockies, but there wasn't much to close. Door was open quite a bit. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Perkins. The pitch. Blake took outside, 2-2.
Might have closed a few tabs.
Potentially. I kid. Better days ahead for the Rockies sometime in the future. 2-2 pitch. And Perkins flips one into center. Harris racing in. It's going to carry out to him. He'll make the catch for the second out of the inning. And before Danny Jansen comes to the plate, 10 for ID on the Brewers Radio Network. With Josh Maurer and Kent Sommerfeld, Lane Grindle with you here tonight from Truist Park in Atlanta. 5-1 Brewers. Runner at first and 2 outs. Danny Jansen, the batter. First pitch, a swing and a miss. Swung through a slider. It's 0-1. Kenley's making his 3rd appearance with the Braves. Has a 5.47 ERA overall. Toss to first, and Terang is back in time. Made 49 appearances this year with Colorado. 51 total on the year. He made 67 appearances last year with the Rockies. There goes the runner. Pitch is a swing and a miss. Throw to second is not in time. Terang in there with a stolen base. And Bryce Terang, one of the best stolen base artists in baseball, swipes second base. And that is another donation for the Special Olympics, courtesy of Delta Dental. And Delta Vision, 2 great plans and 1 name you trust. 20th stolen base of the season for Terang. Kenley looks in. 0-2 pitch. Jansen flinched at it. It was up and away with a fastball. 1-2. Jansen slide to right both times tonight. One-two pitch. Hit foul behind home plate. It'll stay at 1 ball and 2 strikes. It is weird to come to this park and see it's so empty, Josh. And the weather's part of it. There's been weather in the forecast the last 2 days. And so no doubt that keeps some people away. 1-2 pitch. That missed outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Jansen. Now, we've been here for series that have taken place on the weekend when the Braves were humming along. And this place is packed. And you walk out on the concourses, there's people everywhere. And this battery area around the ballpark is full. The 2-2, I think he committed. Didn't matter. It was through there for a strike with his slider. And Jansen strikes out and the inning is over. Brewers add a run, though, on the RBI single from Terang to follow up the triple from Isaac Collins. It is 5-1 Brewers as we go to the bottom of the 6th on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
From the WTMJ Breaking News Center, I'm Elizabeth Lintonen. A former Packer faces a potential decade in prison for dogfighting. Abandoned Milwaukee boat Deep Thought finds a new home for $2,500, and air quality alerts continue until at least noon on Wednesday. Overnight tonight, partly cloudy with some smoke, low of 65 degrees. Tomorrow, smoke early, mostly sunny and warm, high of 83. Elizabeth Lintonen, WTMJ News.
What if a customer slips and falls on your property? What if sparks from an employee's grinder cause a house fire on your job site? Unexpected things happen every day, but you can make sure your business doesn't get hurt with a carefully crafted general liability policy from West Bend. Be sure your independent agent understands your business, because at West Bend, the worst brings out our best. To find out more, visit thesilverlining.com.
You've got to work on that swing, Jack.
Well, I get time now that the business is running efficiently.
Oh, yeah? How'd you make that happen?
SVA. They showed me how to analyze my financial statements to increase revenue and profit margins and control expenses. The value of the business has never been higher. And now I've got more time to work on my golf game.
Nice. Maybe make time for lessons, too.
At SVA Certified Public Accountants, we pride ourselves in providing business owners with measurable results. Visit sva.com/golf to learn more.
Here to accompany your drive.
He's off to the races.
You're listening to the home of the Brewers.
He's in there sliding.
620 WTMJ.
It is 5-1 Brewers as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning here in Atlanta. Nick Mears making his 48th appearance of the year, coming in out of the bullpen. He is 2-3 with a 2.81 ERA. Michael Harris the second, Ozzie Albies, Eli White to hit for Atlanta. Brewers able to tack on a run with a triple from Isaac Collins and then an RBI single for Bryce Terang. His 50th RBI of the season, by the way, for Bryce. And now the bullpen takes over after 5 innings out of Freddie Peralta, who really grinded through the start tonight, but pitched well. Pitch is low for a ball. It's 1-0. I think Freddie would tell you, I didn't pitch my best. I think that's what Freddie would say, because he's created such a high standard for himself. And for Freddie, his expectation is to get through 6 or 7. This ball is popped up behind home plate. Jansen has the mask on, searching for it, and he goes into a back pedal, catches it, and falls down onto his backside in the process. Well, he caught it. It's an out. It wasn't the most graceful out that Danny Jansen's ever produced, I'm sure, but hey, he made the play. He found it a little bit late. Give him some points as a defensive back for the back pedal at the last second. Ooh, away.
Man.
Here's Ozzie Albies. First pitch to Albies, a swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
I think maybe he didn't take his mask off because initially, as you said, he didn't know where the ball was.
Yeah. And I think he just thought, I don't have time now. I got to just make sure I make the catch. 0-1. This is hit in the air out to left. Yelich tracking it back into his right. He'll run it down and make the catch. There's 2 down. Well, you should take another look out your windows. You know why? Because out your windows, there's a sign that says the Brewers have the best record in baseball. Everyone that looks out their window, there's a sign. Upgrade with Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, built for long-lasting comfort and reliability. Right now, score 0% interest for up to 5 years at PellaWI.com. How does everybody have a sign out their window that says that? AI. Pitch is a strike to Eli White, and it's 0-1. It can do anything. Fact. That's what they tell me. No balls and 1 strike on White. Mears brings home the pitch. This is lifted in the air to right. Hit pretty well. Back on it is Collins. Still back. It's over his head. 1 hops the wall. White motoring into second with a 2-out double. White was 0 for 4 last night, but he looks like the guy that had the big day at the Speedway Classic on Saturday/Sunday. He's got a home run and a double now. Collins probably feels like he could have caught that. It would have been a great play. He had to go all the way back on it. And again, Collins hasn't played a lot of right field. He's been a left fielder most of the season, so some of the angles a little bit different out there in right. And now here's Nacho Alvarez. Mears looks at second, and the pitch. Missed down and away. It's 1-0. Brewers lead at 5-1, bottom of the 6th inning here in Atlanta. 2 teams will wrap things up tomorrow night. It is not a day getaway tomorrow. 1-0, swing and a miss. He went after a slider down in the dirt. It's 1-1. So the Brewers will play a night game tomorrow night to wrap up this series, hoping that they will go for a sweep and potentially a perfect 6-0 record on this road trip. How about that?
Sure.
Got some outs to get in this one, though. Can't count this one in the books yet. Plenty of baseball left. 1-1. That is in there for a strike, and it's 1-2 on Nacho Alvarez. One-two pitch. Ground ball. Softly hit. Mears won't get to it. Durbin charging. Bare hands, has to eat the baseball. Man, there's been a lot of that against the Brewers in this series. It really hasn't hurt the Brewers yet. But that was some soft contact. Pounded that straight into the ground. Mears couldn't get to it. And now runners on the corners for Atlanta. And Chris Hook is on his way out to chat with Nick Mears here, as we're going to have a pinch hitter. Marcell Ozuna is going to hit here in this spot for Atlanta. So Ozuna, who pinch hit late last night in the 8th inning, is going to get a pinch hit spot here, and this might be one of the bigger at-bats of the game from Atlanta's standpoint, as they've got runners on the corners here and 2 outs. That's the one thing I'll give the Braves a little credit for in this game tonight. This team, their season's not going the way they want it to. And it would be easy to get frustrated and kind of have a little bit of looking forward going on. But they've had some 2-out threats that they've put together against the Brewers. And always a dangerous hitter, Marcell Ozuna. Former teammate of Yelich's in Miami. Years ago now. Mears' first pitch to Ozuna is low with a slider. It's 1-0. Runner at third is White. Runner at first is Alvarez. Mears with the 1-0 pitch. And he nailed the outside corner with a slider. It is 1-1 on Ozuna. 15 home runs on the year for Ozuna, 233 average. He has driven in 48. A lot of speculation about him at the trade deadline. 1-1. That missed down and away. 2 balls and 1 strike. He had 10 and 5 rights, so I think there was a desire by Marcell Ozuna to stay in Atlanta, where he's had a lot of success. Former Cardinal, former Marlin, as I already told you. 2 balls and 1 strike. Mears brings home the pitch, missed way outside. It goes to 3-1. Well, you certainly don't want to load him up. Right now, the tying run is in the on-deck circle in the form of Profar. Mears looking in. Here's the 3-1 to Ozuna, and he missed down and away with a slider, and he walked him. So the Braves have loaded the bases, all of this with 2 outs here. And now you've got Profar coming to the plate. He has been such a tough out for the Brewers all series long. Luke Williams will come in and run here for Ozuna at first base, just like he did last night. He'll stay in the game and play short. So a walk drawn by Ozuna in a pinch hit spot. And now this is a big moment in this game. Brewers with a 5-1 lead, but the Braves have them loaded. Mears has thrown 15 pitches so far in the inning, trying to get himself through this 6th. First pitch to Profar is high. It's 1-0, and he has not been overly close with some of these misses. They've been fairly easy takes. Profar has an infield hit today and a walk. He walked twice yesterday, also had that solo home run on the first pitch of the bottom of the first yesterday. This pitch missed upstairs. It's 2 balls and no strikes, and there's nowhere to put Profar. It is quiet in the Brewers. I don't know, there's action in the Brewers pen now. Two balls and no strikes on Profar. Mears brings home the pitch, and he missed low with his slider. It's 3-0. Walked Ozuna on 5 pitches. Now he goes 3-0 on Profar. This isn't something we've seen much of from Nick Mears in terms of command. Here's the 3-0 pitch. That's a strike, and it's 3-1. Matt Olson, a very dangerous hitter, lurks in the on-deck circle. Mears wants to take care of Profar and get out of this inning with no damage done. Trying to work back from falling behind 3-0. The 3-1, swing and a miss. It's 3-2. Got a fastball by him at 95. Big pitch coming right here. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The bases are loaded and 2 outs. For Atlanta, this kind of feels like your shot if you're a Braves fan right now. If they want to be a part of this baseball game. Mears trying to slam that door right here. 3-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Oh, Nick Mears loads the bases with 2 outs. Goes 3-0 on Profar. And comes back and strikes him out with a slider down and in. A huge ortho ASAP strikeout for Nick Mears. The Braves leave them loaded in the 6th. To the 7th we go. It is 5-1 Brewers on the Brewers Radio Network. Presented by American Family Insurance.
Get ready to say goodbye to those bland seltzers at the ballpark. Carbless is proudly Wisconsin-born, crafted by real people. A husband and wife team who wanted better cocktails in a can. They're locally made and blissfully better. Carbless offers a bold, true cocktail flavor that's made for baseball fans. Available in fan-favorite flavors like lemon lime, black raspberry, cranberry, and mango. Bringing the craft cocktail bar to your seat. Refreshment that matches the energy of American Family Field is Carbless. Full of flavor, no sugar, and no carbs. Just game day bliss.
Ready to escape to a resort that has it all? The Island Resort and Casino is your total thrill getaway, where championship golf, a luxury spa, world-class gaming, and epic entertainment come together. Tee it up at Sweetgrass and Sage Run. Unwind at the Drift Spa. Dine, play, win, repeat. Go all in on an unforgettable getaway. Book your total experience today at islandresortandcasino.com.
Here's a club you'll want to get into, Club Citgo. It's the super easy app that opens the door to great fuel savings and more. Sign up and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up, plus everyday savings that really add up. You can also enter our sweepstakes with multiple winners and giveaways, like free gas for a year. And Club Citgo makes paying easy with a convenient mobile pay feature. So welcome to the club where all the action is. Download Club Citgo today. Savings could up to 30 gallons, only at participating locations. Data rates may apply.
For long-lasting comfort and reliability, our craftsmen make it easy to trust Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Right now, get 0% interest for up to 5 years at PellaWI.com.
We go to the 7th inning here in Atlanta. It's a 5-1 Brewers lead. And back in with the play-by-play. Here's Josh Maurer.
Thank you, Lane. How about that job by Nick Mears? Ooh, against Jurickson Profar, perhaps the most dangerous hitter at the moment for Atlanta. Striking him out, stranding him loaded. Pitch to Joey Ortiz from Tyler Kinley is outside ball one. That was some gumption.
It got a little tense.
It escalated quickly, and then
it did.
Just that quickly it was over. 1-0 to Joey. Missed outside. 2-0 Ortiz. 2 for 2 out of the 9-hole tonight against the starter Joey Wentz, who went the first 5 1/3 innings for Atlanta. This man Tyler Kinley came in, got the final 2 outs of the 6th. 2-0. Fouled off the end of the bat to the backstop, as you assumed correctly. Luke Williams stayed in at shortstop after they pinch hit for Nick Allen. So Kinley gets a clean inning here. Ortiz, Durbin, and Contreras trying to add on to this 4-run Brewers lead. The 2-1 to Joey. Just inside, it's 3-1. He's having a heck of a week, is Joey. Last 6 games, now 9 for 21. Tyler Kinley's 3-1 pitch. Misses. It was outside. Threw him a slider, and that's a 5-pitch walk. Joey Ortiz has been on base all 3 times that he's come up tonight. Walk right in. Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. There is a difference. Now the top of the order. Here's Caleb Durbin, occupying a leadoff spot for the first time ever on a major league lineup card.
That was just mean by the organist.
What'd he play?
It's a small world.
Oh. First pitch, bluffed the bunt, took very high, ball one, did Caleb. I know he's a diminutive figure, but come on.
That was mean. Plays big.
Sure does. 0 for 2 with a walk tonight. Got credit for stolen base last time he reached. Runner at first. Nobody's out. Kinley, 1-0. Breaking ball high, it's 2-0, so he has missed. With 6 of the 7 pitches that he's thrown in the inning, and timeout called by his catcher, Sean Murphy, going out to the mound to visit Tyler Kinley. Brewers leading 5-1. Josh Maurer, Lane Grindle with producer-engineer Ken Sommerfeld from Truist Park in Atlanta. Brewers trying to clinch the series, then win a 5th straight on this road trip. Be their 3rd winning streak as long as 5 games for the season. And if they win today or tomorrow, that will be 8 out of 9 series that they've won. 2-0 pitch. That's a strike. Just got the top of the zone with the slider, did Kinley, after his catcher visited him. 8 of 9 series wins.
That's incredible stuff, isn't it?
Now the 2-1. Runner goes on a called strike. Throw to second base is close, but dropped. Well, it looked like the umpire was going to call Joey Ortiz out, but he didn't realize that the second baseman, Albies, didn't have the ball still in his glove, and it's safe for Joey with a steal. Pretty good throw from Sean Murphy. The Brewers have stolen 4 bases tonight. I think he might have been safe anyway, although certainly that umpire, Jansen Visconti, was going to come up with a closed fist. We take a look at the replay. Now the pitch, swing and a miss. 2-2 struck him out. A slider. So Durbin is gone for the first out of the inning.
I kind of dig that when they're getting ready to call you out and they're getting into their call, and then they don't get to do it. Takes the power out of the hands of the umpire.
Well, 2 of those 4 steals tonight, the base runner could have been out had the fielder not dropped the throw. Now it's William Contreras taking outside ball 1. Runner at second, 1 out here in the visiting 7th of a 5-1 Milwaukee lead, and William has flown out all 3 times he's batted. A little sloppiness at second base for the Braves tonight, but they haven't been charged with an error. Contreras waits on the 1-0 pitch, called a strike. Slider at the knees.
Yeah, the Durbin one in the 5th for sure. I got that one getting overturned after a review. He was going to call him out, but I think he was under the tag and into the bag.
Another donation to Special Olympics Wisconsin from Delta Dental and Delta Vision. William fouls one right side into the seats. 1 ball, 2 strikes against Tyler Kinley. Make that donation for every Brewers stolen base all season. 4 for 4 tonight. It's now 7 steals this road trip. They've done everything well offensively in Washington and Atlanta. Brewers have the most steals as a team in the National League. Joey Ortiz now with 10, double digits. 1-2, Contreras waiting. Tyler Kinley is set. Looks back towards second. Now the pitch to the plate. Tipped foul and held on to by Murphy. He struck him out. 94 up the ladder, and Contreras becomes the second straight strikeout victim for the newcomer to the Braves bullpen, Kinley. That's going to be it for him. They had a left-hander up in the bullpen for Yelich, who is the next batter due up. Brian Snitker makes a U.S. Cellular call to the bullpen. We're proud to support the Brew Crew. When the game is on, don't miss your chance to turn off ringers and cheer for dingers. U.S. Cellular. Built for us. So the new pitcher coming in. Lefty. I don't know who it is, but I'll tell you when we come back from commercial break. Kent's usually so good at telling us about that. It's 5-1 Brewers. And we'll be back in the 7th on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
At Prevea, we do things differently because we're led by doctors who specialize in you. How do we do it? Let's hear from the doctors, just like me, who practice at Prevea.
At Prevea Health, our patients are treated like people.
Not some quota. We're led by doctors.
Not by numbers. That's why before we ever listen to your chest,
we always listen to you.
Prevea Health. Doctor-led, specializing in you.
George, you just had an incredible shift. What's it like turning those double play meal deals like nobody's business? George, what's your secret? Hold on, folks. Let's give our star a moment. He's been busy making double play meal deals all day long. There you have it. Sounds like the secret is George Webb's double play meal deal. 7 crave-worthy cheeseburgers and 2 fries. Available all season long, so you can fuel up for every game. George Webb, our kitchen is always cooking.
In baseball, players spend time in the minors before making it. That's not the case with union construction trades like the operating engineers. As a union apprentice, you earn good money while you learn a trade. And graduates from union apprenticeship programs earn 41% more than their non-union counterparts. They even earn more than a typical worker with a master's degree. So if you are ready to earn big league bucks, go to join139.com to learn more.
It is Austin Cox, the left-hander, coming on in to face Christian Yelich. Runner at second, 2 out. He'll take outside Will Yelly, ball 1. Cox actually was the man that, due to the rain situation Saturday night at the Speedway Classic, got the start when they scratched Spencer Strider. 1-0. Grounded softly by Christian up the first baseline. So runner at second base is Ortiz. There are 2 outs. 5-1 Milwaukee. Tyler Kinley recorded 4 outs. 3 of them were strikeouts. Walked 1. No runs on his card as yet. And now it's 28-year-old left-hander Austin Cox. 1-1. Missed down low with a slider. 2-1 on Yelich, who started the scoring in that 4-run rally back in the 3rd inning with an infield RBI single. 1 for 3 tonight is Christian. First year with the Braves for Cox. Pitch fouled off the catcher. Got a piece. Sean Murphy on his way back to the backstop, 2-2. couple of years ago, Cox, a rookie with the Royals. They drafted him out of Mercer back in 2018. Mercer, in the state of Georgia. 2-2. Chopped foul by Yelly, spoiled a curveball. If you watched the beginning, that first inning of the Speedway Classic at the Bristol Motor Speedway Saturday night between the Braves and the Reds, it was pretty much pouring rain when they finally started the game, and Cox is the one who had to deal with that. Looks back at second, the 2-2 again, down low on a curve. It's 3-2. Overall, Cox making his 8th outing with the Braves. No wins nor losses, a 3.24 earned run average. And Yelich has worked the full count with a runner in scoring position. Left-hander's pitch is down and away, and he lost it. Ball 4. Good job by Yelich. A slider not close. That's the second walk of the inning by Braves pitching. It puts 2 on for Andrew Vaughn. Walk right in, Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. There is a difference. Vaughn 1 for 3. They extended his hitting streak to 11 consecutive with a 2-run single back in the 3rd. One of the at-bats of the year, and he'll take low and in from Austin Cox. Ball 1. It was 12 pitches against Joey Wentz. Finally put one in play, and it was a smash into left for that 2-run hit. See if he can come through with 2 outs in an inning again. 1-0 pitch, called a strike on the inside corner. Don't miss George Webb's double play meal deal. 7 cheeseburgers and 2 fries for just $17.99. Win, lose, home or away. GeorgeWebb.com. The 1-1. Vaughn hits foul, slicing out of play. And over the netting? No, didn't get over the netting. Into the top of it down the right field line. 1-2. Third pitcher of the night for the Braves is Austin Cox. Brewers bullpen is working as well. Nick Mears will be done after his adventurous but scoreless bottom of the 6th. 2 on, 2 out. The left-hander ready. 1-2 pitch. Vaughn takes just a little bit inside. That was close. 94-mile-an-hour heat. 2-2. Andrews' swing decisions, as the Brewers like to talk about. They've been great since he's come up to the crew. 2-2 pitch. Swings and fouls it off. Chased a split-fingered fastball. That one was off the plate, but he got a piece of it to stay alive. A lot of the reason that the analytics folks would point to for the resurgence of Vaughn since he came here, swing decisions, the pitches that you choose to swing at and those you choose to take. 2-2, tried to check, and he did on one that bounced in.
I think you'd be surprised, Josh, how often that is the biggest difference for a hitter. I mean, these guys are big leaguers. They got a lot of bat speed. They're very talented. But it usually comes down to, are you swinging at the right pitches you can do damage with? And he has definitely been doing that.
And he's worked a full count against Cox. 3-2. Fouled back over the screen. Now he's going to see an 8th pitch in this plate appearance. Yeah, and here's a great example. This at-bat, you had Cox get a couple of strikes on him. He laid off some tough pitches. So the runner's in motion from second Ortiz, from first Yelich, with 2 out in the 7th. 5-1 Brewers, 3-2 again. Down low, and he took it for ball 4. Right on cue. Great swing decisions. Atta guy, Andrew. And he is aboard for the second time. The 3rd walk of the inning for Braves pitching has loaded the bases for Isaac Collins. Over to 3rd, Joey Ortiz. Up to 2nd, Christian Yelich, and Andrew Vaughn walk right in. Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. There is a difference. Isaac takes low on a curve from Austin Cox. This is an inning that Pat Murphy will applaud and then some. He loves when you grind out great plate appearances like this. 1-0 pitch. Lifted foul right side and drifting out of play. Collins had the triple that was misplayed and left last inning. Jurickson Profar had a ball sail over his head. Went to the wall, and that ended up becoming the 5th Milwaukee run when Terang singled him home. Now batting with the bases loaded is Isaac. 5-1 Brewers. The 1-1 pitch. High, and it's 2-1. You think about what both Yelich and Vaughn did. They each fell behind in the count, and then they each walked. 3 on, 2 out, 2-1. Called a strike on the very upper and outer portion of the zone. That was a great pitch by Cox. 2-2. Isaac 1 for 3 tonight. Coming off of that big home run yesterday that won the game, essentially. 2-2 pitch. Fouled back. High fastball. He took the swing and hit it over the screen and into the seats. It's Aaron Ashby who's throwing in the bullpen for the Brewers for the bottom of this 7th inning when we get there. Brewers hoping to add on to a 4-run lead before we do. 2-2 again. Line drive back up the middle and straight through into center field. Another base hit for Collins. In from third comes Ortiz. Right behind him, Yelich. Harris will not make a throw to the plate. And it's another Brewers inning. Patience, patience, patience. And then it leads to a 2-run single by Collins. It's 7-1. This is this team and this offense to a T. And now Austin Cox is finding it out firsthand.
You always hear in sports, the pundits say, well, what's their identity? The Brewers know theirs.
Yeah, you're not kidding. Stopping at second was Vaughn, so first and second 2 out, and Bryce Terang takes a strike. Isaac Collins has hits in consecutive innings, a triple and a 2-run single. 0-1 pitch, Terang lines foul left side, drifting out of play. He had the walk to Ortiz, but then Kinley struck out the next 2 batters, and that's when Brian Snitker brought in this pitcher, Cox. It's gone walk, walk, single. 2 runs home. 0-2 to Bryce. Down in the dirt on a slider, ball 1. Well, if you were worried that maybe Isaac Collins would get a big head after he won the National League Rookie of the Month award for July, that was bestowed upon him yesterday. That has not been the case. He's had a great series. 1-2 to Terang. Down low again. Smothered by the catcher Murphy. It's 2-2. Cox hasn't gotten anybody out, and he's thrown 25 pitches since entering with 2 out here in this 7th inning. Bryce Terang 1 for 3. The 2-2. Low. This is incredible. So this was 0-2. That fastball missed. It's now 3-2. 3 of the 4 batters to face Austin Cox have worked a full count. Runners will be in motion with 2 out. There they go. 3-2 pitch. Hit on the ground to second base. Moving to his left, Ozzie Albies. Scoops it up. Throws to first. Didn't throw it very hard, and Terang was hustling. He's only out by half a step, but out indeed, and that ends the inning. Brewers get 2 more, courtesy of some great plate appearances and a hit by Isaac Collins. 7-1, they lead as Ashby comes in after the stretch on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
Hey, Drew and Jonathan Scott here. Build a customized renter's policy with American Family Insurance so you can protect your tandem bike on the go. Thief! Oh, he is struggling with that 2-seater. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Some exclusions may apply. Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI and its operating companies. 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Save big on everything for your next project when you shop at Menards. Get a premium finish with less odor and fumes for your painting project with Rust-Oleum's low-odor spray paint. It provides a long-lasting, durable finish, making it perfect for indoor or outdoor projects. Save big on Rust-Oleum spray paints, now at Menards. Plus, check out our weekly flyer on Menards.com for more great deals happening this week.
Save big money at Menards.
Hi friends, are you a retiree like myself and have some spare time and wanting to meet new people? I drive school bus for Cobeson Buses. I enjoy seeing many smiling faces, and I still have time for the activities I enjoy. Cobeson Buses offers a flexible schedule, and it's a well-paid part-time job. It's the perfect balance of work and play. Come join me make a difference in your community. Visit Cobeson.com for more information and to find a Cobeson terminal near you.
The sound of baseball. statewide.
It is up, it is good!
This is the Brewers Radio Network.
Aaron Ashby takes over with a 7-1 lead. Brewers now 9 defensive outs away from a 5-game winning streak. Winning the first 5 games of this road trip against a couple of struggling opponents out of the National League East. Matt Olson to greet him, and the pitch comes in low. Swept the Nationals. Won 3-1 here in the series opener last night. Scoring late to pull away up 6. 1-0. Line towards the middle and through into center by Olson. Base hit. Hit that one very sharply. And neither Terang nor Ortiz, as they converged, could stop it from getting through. A rude greeting of Ashby, who does not give up very many hits. It's only the 28th he's permitted in just about 34 innings. Nick Mears got out of a bases loaded 2-out jam back in the 6th. Freddie Peralta went the first 5, gave up 1 run on a solo home run by Eli White. That's all the scoring for Atlanta. Here's Drake Baldwin. He takes a little bit low on a sinker. Baldwin has 2 hits today. Infield hit and a line drive single in the 5th. 2 for 3. He takes upstairs 2-0. Ashby overall 2-1 in his first 20 outings this season with a 1.87 ERA. Been a great year since he got healthy and became the long man in this bullpen. 2-0 pitch, missed the outside corner just by a skosh. 3-0. It'll be Sean Murphy and Michael Harris the second after the Madison, Wisconsin native Drake Baldwin. And he takes low, walked him on 4 straight. Inauspicious beginning for Ashby, a single and a base on balls. 2 on, nobody out for Murphy. Freddie Peralta in line for the win. If the bullpen can hold it, it'll be his major league leading 13th. He'd be the first in the big leagues to get to 13 victories this season. Tied a season high, 108 pitches to get through the 5 innings today, did Freddie. And here comes Sean Murphy, 0 for 2. Pitch is low. That's 5 in a row out of the zone from Ashby. Murphy was the last batter that Freddie faced. Struck him out to end the 5th on that 108th pitch of the outing. 1-0, he throws curveball and he paints the inside corner for a strike. Sinker wasn't landing, so he went off speed to get the count level. 1-1 on Murphy. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts for Sean Murphy. The 1-1. Swing and a foul straight back. Challenge fastball hit into the screen, and it's 1-2. 7th inning stretch. Sponsored by IslandResortGolf.com. The Island, your premier resort destination, the largest north of Milwaukee, and the place to be this summer. Book your trip today at IslandResortAndCasino.com. 2 on, nobody out. The 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball down low. Danny Jansen smothers it. It's 2-2 on Murphy. The Brewers leading 7-1 in the 7th. Drive around the league brought to you by Construction Business Group. The Cubs and the Reds are tied at 1. That game going to the 7th inning. 2-2 pitch. Just inside. Full count. Good take by Murphy. The 97-mile-an-hour two-seam fastball. It's a good debut for Zach Littell, the starting pitcher for the Reds tonight. Matching Shota Imanaga. 1-1 in the 7th. 2 on, none out here. 3-2 pitch. Outside. He walked him. Fastball just missed. The bases are loaded with Braves with nobody out. It was a really patient plate appearance by Sean Murphy. Just saw the Brewers batters in the top of the 7th inning, completing similar trips into the batter's box as he was catching, and he said, let me do the same. I'll grind my way through. Fell behind and then ends up taking ball 4. So the bag's packed. And Chris Hook, pitching coach, coming out to pay Ashby a visit here. It's a 6-run Brewers lead. But the Braves trying to make some inroads with Olson at 3rd, Baldwin 2nd, and Murphy at 1st. And nobody out with Michael Harris the 2nd coming to the plate. Those were some close pitches.
And right now it feels like the runs the Brewers put up in the 6th and the 7th feel pretty big right now.
It's one of the most impressive parts of this road trip, I think, in particular. It's been the Brewers' offense for a few months. Their want to do that, Lane, take a close game and tack on, but especially in these games in Washington and Atlanta. Late add-ons. Here comes Harris. First pitch. That's a strike. 98. A little anger behind that fastball.
Just gives you some margin for error in those later innings.
Can also help save some of your leverage bullpen arms.
Absolutely.
The 1 pitch Harris takes outside corner, called strike 2. That didn't have to be. Maybe shouldn't have been, but it was. 98 mile an hour, strike 2 with the bases loaded. Lefty. And Ashby's pitch, swing and a miss. He got him. Breaking ball down and away. And Harris, good morning, good afternoon, good night. That's the first out for Ashby. The bases remain loaded. That was big. Ortho ASAP strikeout. The 9th for Brewers pitching today. Start healing faster with Ortho ASAP. Meet with the specialist today. Learn more at orthowisconsin.com. Third time Harris is K'd. Now Albee, swing, ground ball back to Ashby. He's going to lob it to the plate for 1 out. That's all they'll get. That was a tailor-made double play ball, likely, but Aaron decided to go the conservative route and go with a lob overhand toss to Danny Jansen. And the bases remain loaded with 2 outs. Could have tried to go to second and start a double play that way, or even if you throw it a little bit harder to the catcher, you could go 1, 2, 3.
I think that's all you had to do was just throw it hard to home plate.
Eli White bats and takes. It's low on a curveball, so you got to face one of the Braves' hottest hitters here. 6-1 Brewers, bottom 7. Bases loaded, 2 outs. 1-0 on White, the pitch. Strike called on a fastball, 96 near the top of the zone. So now Baldwin over to third. Murphy to second, Albies at first. The 1-1, down and in. It gets off the chest protector of Danny Jansen. It rolls up the third baseline, but the runners will not advance. And lead runner being Drake Baldwin, who is not the fleetest of foot, decided it wasn't worth the risk. That one skipped in on a changeup by Ash. Told you it hit the chest protector pretty high up. It bounded a good 10 feet away from Danny, but no advancement. So 2-1 on Eli White. Set at the belt is Aaron Ashby. And the pitch. Swinging a foul, chopped softly wide of third. It's 2-2. One more good pitch away from somehow getting out of this thing unscathed. Aaron peers in at his new backstop, Danny Jansen, for the sign. He's got the one that he wants and straightens up. The 2-2 pitch. Down and in. Taken by White from the slider. And it's a full count. Eli White has a home run for the lone Atlanta run of the night. He's also doubled. 2 for 3. Bases loaded. 3-2 pitch. Low. He walked him, and that'll force home a run. Eli White has driven them both in for Atlanta. It's a 7-2 ball game here in the 7th inning. Well, that's the third walk of the inning by Ashby. He had the leadoff single by Olsen. Now 3 walks. Bases remain loaded with 2 out for the rookie Nacho Alvarez Jr. 1 for 2 with a walk. Pitch to Nacho. Low, ball 1. Bullpen is quiet for the Brewers. This is Ashby's fight here in the bottom of the 7th. Alvarez just recalled from AAA yesterday. 1-0 pitch. Dotted the outside corner with a 98 mile an hour 2-seamer. Perfect pitch. 1-1. Alvarez was hurt most of this year. The first 2.5 months had a wrist injury. 1-1 pitch. Low. 98 again, but well below the knees. 2-1. So right now you've got Murphy at third. Albies at second. White at first. 2 outs in the inning of the pitch. Fouled back by Alvarez. Well located two-seamer again, right near the knees, 98 on the radar gun. All he could do is hit it into the screen, 2-2 on Nacho Alvarez. 7-2, Milwaukee by 5. The 2-2 pitch, low. Full count again. Ashby has had to throw 27 pitches here in this inning. Another ball would bring home another run. All 3 runners get a head start on the pitch, and timeout used by Nacho Alvarez Jr. The rookie played in only 8 major league games a year ago. This is 10th this season. Bases full of Braves, 2 out in the 7th. Ashby is set at the belt. The runners all lead and go. 3-2 pitch. Outside, did he swing? They appeal. He did. Could not hold back. Strike 3 on Nacho Alvarez. Otherwise, it's ball 4, but he chased. 98 off the plate. That'll end the inning. Adventurous from Ashby. That was 3 walks, a hit, a run, and 2 ortho ASAP strikeouts. We head to the 8th. It is 7-2 Milwaukee on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
When you choose Blue Moon, everything becomes brighter. Every sip of our Belgian-style wheat ale is crafted with Valencia orange peel and coriander. Plus, try our new Blue Moon Light and Blue Moon Non-Alcoholic. Blue Moon Light is a wheat beer brewed with real tangerine peel for exceptional taste at only 95 calories. And Blue Moon Non-Alcoholic is everything you love about Blue Moon without the alcohol. Check your local store for Blue Moon. Made brighter. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Blue Moon Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Miller Lite, the legendary light beer, the originator, the inventor. If this beer could talk, it'd tell stories about that one time, that night, that one guy, that one gal, writing a story 50 years long and 50 million friends wide, because legendary stories start with a light. Here's to 50 years of Miller Time. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Most things people do could be done more safely. Sometimes it's common sense. Sometimes it's innovating a better way. But it's always about minimizing risk. For this purpose, West Bend is willing to come check out your business and help minimize your risks. It's precisely because of thinking like this that West Bend has been keeping businesses and employees safe for over 125 years. To find out more, visit thesilverlining.com. West Bend. The worst brings out our best.
Your hometown crew.
Yelich trying to steal home. Here's the throw to the plate. He's safe.
No matter where you live.
Yelich sprinted home.
This is the Brewers Radio Network.
Headed to the 8th inning, 7-2 the Brewers, as the left-hander Austin Cox continues in this game for the Braves. Blake Perkins leads off, and Lane Grindle comes back to take us home.
All right, thank you, Josh. Been an adventurous game so far, but a 7-2 Brewers lead. Pitch to Perkins on the outside edge for a strike. It's 0-1. Braves have left the bases loaded in each of the last 2 innings. They come away with 1 run. This feels like it could be a lot closer than it is. A swing and a miss. And it's 0-2 on Perkins. Brewers certainly won't complain. They have taken advantage of the opportunities that the Braves have given them in this game, which has been a theme for this team. Here is a liner right into the glove of the shortstop, Luke Williams. Squeezes it for the first out. And there's one away for Danny Jansen. Today's 8th inning is brought to you by the Wisconsin Laborers District Council and the over 900 signatory contractor partners who are building Wisconsin's infrastructure. Learn more at liunawisconsin.org. Pitch to Jansen's a strike. It's 0-1. That's liunawisconsin.org, and feel the power. A 1 pitch. Got the inside edge, and it's 0-2 on Jansen. Jansen 0 for 3 tonight. Couple of fly balls to right, and a strikeout for Jansen. Cox 0-2 pitch is a ground ball to short. Backhanded by Williams, who actually gets around it at the last second, fields it and throws to first. And there's 2 down for Joey Ortiz, who is yet to be retired in this game. Brewers would love a little bit more network health insurance. They provided some for themselves in the 6th and the 7th. It's a different kind of health insurance plan. Network Health puts its members first. See the difference at networkhealth.com. Top of the 8th inning here. Brewers trying to finish this game off as Joey gets into one out to center. Harris chasing back at the track. He reaches up and makes a tremendous catch, running up against the wall. That might have been the best swing of the night from Joey Ortiz, and it's the one out that he's made. Harris can cover some ground out there in center field, that's for sure. Brewers down in order. In the 8th, we go to the bottom half. It is 7-2 Milwaukee on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
Wisconsin's Morning News is here for you every weekday morning starting at 6 a.m. Vince Petrano.
43-year-old Jeffrey Rupp now facing 3 felonies, including intentionally selling a dangerous weapon to a minor.
Eric Billstad.
Judge Laura Crivello is now sentencing Maxwell Anderson to life in prison without the eligibility for parole.
And traffic with Debbie Loziga, the news you need to know. Wisconsin's Morning News on WTMJ.
Is back pain slowing you down? The OAW Spine Center offers specialized care with advanced treatments for herniated discs, spinal fusion, and more. Their board-certified orthopedic care specialists use the least invasive methods, starting with non-surgical options. If surgery is needed, they provide minimally invasive procedures. The OAW Spine Specialists focus on getting you back to an active lifestyle faster. The OAW Spine Center. There is a difference. Visit OAWSpineCenter.com. Did your home suffer damage from a storm or severe weather? Don't stress any longer. Loyal Family Renovations treats all of its customers like they've joined their personal family, and every project as if the work was being done at their own house. Loyal Family Renovations has a leg up on the competition due to the personal relationships they've built with insurance adjusters over the years. Loyal Family is family-owned, and the loyalty belongs to their customers. Contact them today to get your free home inspection. LoyalFamilyRenovations.com.
Where the baseball diamond is in your backyard.
Got to dust off that lawn furniture, clean up the grill.
You're listening to the home of the Brewers, 620 WTMJ.
It is 7-2 Brewers as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Luke Williams leads off for Atlanta. The first pitch from Ashby missed high with a sinker. It's 1-0. He just had a little bit of a challenge throwing that sinker consistently for a strike tonight. That's why it took him 27 pitches to get through that bottom of the 7th inning. He surrendered just the 1 run. Pitch, breaking ball in there for strike 1, and it's 1-1. The curveball's been the better pitch for him tonight in terms of landing a strike. Williams' first AB came in and ran for Ozuna in the 6th. There's another curveball. That one missed down and in, and it goes to 2-1. Williams hitting just 120 on the year. No home runs. He's driven in 5. Has appeared in 37 games this year for Atlanta. 2-1 swing and a miss. Blew a fastball right by him at 97. It's 2-2. Turns back over to the top of the order. Profar in the on-deck circle, and then Matt Olson is scheduled to hit third here in this 8th inning for Atlanta. 2-2 pitch. This is a liner out to center, but right in the tracks of Perkins. Back just a couple of steps and makes the catch. And there's one away. Well, they call August and September the dog days. For me, summer dog days, summer brat days, summer Pine River cheese spread days, summer port wine and summer maple bacon. Those are Pine River cheese spread flavors that are delightful. Pitch to Profar, the switch hitter, flipped around right-handed against the lefty Ashby. Takes outside, it's 1-0. Now they all end with delicious Cedar Crest ice cream, that's for sure. And that's summer in Wisconsin. 1-0 pitch. Curveball missed low. 2 balls and no strikes on Profar. There are so many flavors of Pine River. If you just make up a flavor, they've probably got it. 2-0 pitch. That is in there for a strike. It's 2-1.
And between the three of us in this booth, we've probably tried just about all of them.
Yeah.
Happily.
They don't have an infield dirt flavored Pine River cheese spread. I don't think that would work. 2-1. Ground ball back up the middle, took a wicked hop, but Ortiz adjusts to it and throws to first in time to retire Profar anyway. Nice play by Joey. Looked like that hit the lip, and he had to almost kind of duck and raise his glove at the last second. Made a really nice play. And there's 2 down for Matt Olson. You know, I would tell you that even if they tried it, infield dirt, they might find a way to make that taste good. Here's the pitch. It's a fly ball off the end of the bat into center. Perkins coming in to his left, makes the catch. And a very quick inning for Aaron Ashby in the bottom of the 8th inning. 7-2 Brewers as we head to the 9th here in Atlanta on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
Milwaukee baseball was born in the Emerald City, but any ties to the Pacific Northwest were cut loose decades ago. Pella has an interesting history as well, born in Pella, Iowa, but their century-long history of crafting quality windows and doors there continues to this day. Designed with innovation and rigorously tested for quality and performance, get long-term energy savings and durability that lasts for years at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Order by August 31st and get 0% interest for up to 5 years. Visit PellaWI.com today.
The pursuit of fair wages and top-of-the-line benefits is achieved when the right union has your back. The Sheet Metal Workers Labor Union is extremely diverse, representing Wisconsinites working HVAC, architectural metals, welding, specialty fabrication, and much more. Make great living wages with outstanding benefits, pensions, and apprenticeship programs in trained, safe working environments. The Sheet Metal Workers Union is a leading force in the revitalization of the labor movement in Wisconsin.
The chips that you like are not on sale this week, so we're going to have to skip those. Sorry, bud.
Aww. Hi, we're at the Woodman's. I'm Clint. I'm Phil. At Woodman's, you don't need a flyer to find hot deals.
With our everyday low prices and huge selection, you can find anything you're looking for.
And still save big time on your whole grocery bill.
So I can get the groceries I want and save money? Looks like your chips are back on the list.
Yes. Thanks, guys.
It's Woodman's.
The best sounds you can get.
Back, track, buy baseball.
All season long, this is the Brewers Radio Network.
It is 7-2 Brewers as we go to the top of the 9th inning. Austin Cox stays out there on the mound for Atlanta. And the top of the order for the Crew, Caleb Durbin. And he checks and takes a strike on the inside edge. It is 0-1. Cox entered this game back in the 7th inning. He's worked an inning and a third so far, giving up the 1 run. As Durbin swings on it and fouls it into the dirt. And it goes to no balls and 2 strikes on Caleb. Update from Wrigley, it is 5-1 Cincinnati in the top of the 7th inning. How about that? 0-2 pitch. Durbin, a ground ball foul up the third base line. Stays at 0-2. A Spencer Steer home run. 3-run home run.
Yeah.
That made it 4-1. The Reds have tacked on another run. So Spencer Steer, the hero tonight for Cincinnati so far. 0-2. Durbin takes low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. They are mooing at Wrigley. They're not booing. They're mooing. Spencer Steer. That's my attempt at a dad joke tonight. 1-2 pitch to Durbin. And a little pop-up into shallow left center. Everybody converging. Will anybody get there? Into a slide goes Profar, and he made the catch. That's a nice play by Jurickson Profar for the first out of the inning. So 1 away, and before Contreras hits 10 for ID on the Brewers Radio Network. With Josh Bauer and Kent Sommerfeld, Lane Grindle with you here tonight. 7-2 Brewers in the top of the 9th inning. 1 out, nobody on. Contreras at the plate. He takes up and in from Cox, and it's 1-0. Contreras hitless tonight. Hitless for the series so far. He's 0 for 5 in his old stomping grounds. 1-0. Swing and a miss. Got a splitter away and came up empty. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. There is action in that Brewers bullpen. So it may not be Ashby to finish. 1-1. That missed outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. I would think, without being able to see the bullpen, maybe a Grant Anderson might be up for the Crew. It's a righty. 2-1 pitch. Swung on and fouled back into the net. It's 2-2 on Contreras. Cox looking in. He's thrown 43 pitches out of the bullpen so far. In relief, 2-2 pitch, and Contreras checked on a pitch down low. And the count runs full. It's 3-2. Brewers raced out to a 4-0 lead with a 4-run top of the 3rd inning. 3-2, that's rolled foul, third base side. Do it again at 3-2. Added a single tally in the 6th, and then 2 more in the 7th for the Brewers. Just taking care of business, kind of the theme on this road trip so far for the Brewers. 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Got a slider down and in. Contreras strikes out. And there's 2 away now for Christian Yelich. Brewers have shown up every night or day over the course of this road trip, and they have just been ready to play their brand of baseball. They just don't seem to have a lot of care about who's in the other dugout right now either. It is all about them. Pitch is down and in with a splitter. It's 1-0. And when you get to that place as a team where you have this feeling of you put anybody you want in that dugout, we're going to do us. We're going to do our thing. 1-0 pitch is rolled foul up the first baseline. It's 1-1. That is a great place to be as a team. Brewers have been in that place for quite some time. And you look at this record. It's the best record in baseball. We've talked about that so much over the last couple of weeks since they entered into that conversation. 1-1 is hit foul into the net, third base side, and it's 1-2. But then also look at the Phillies. They lead the NL East. Brewers swept them on the road. Look at the Dodgers. They lead the NL West. Brewers went 6-0 against the Dodgers. 1-2 pitch, down and away, 2 balls and 2 strikes. They've gone 3-3 against the Cubs so far. 4-4, excuse me. 2-2 pitch is tapped. They're going to call that a fair ball. Yelich never got out of the box. It's going to be picked up by Murphy. He's going to tag Yelich out, and the inning is over. I thought he picked that up on the other side of the chalk, but apparently not. And so Yelich is out, and we go to the bottom of the 9th. It is a 7-2 Brewers lead on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
Hey fans, the Brew Crew are hot and so are the summer temps. Now is the perfect time to step up your comfort game with a new Carrier home comfort system to keep your home cool all summer long. Ask your local dealer about local Wisconsin focus on energy rebates and financing for qualified buyers. Turn to the experts at Carrier. We've got you covered so you can get back to cheering on the Crew. Carrier, proud partner of the Milwaukee Brewers. Find your local dealer at carriermilwaukee.com.
We Energies want you to keep this important safety message in mind. Before you start digging, planting, or landscaping on your property, call 811 to have underground utilities marked. Calling 811 at least 3 business days before you plan to dig will help you know what's below and can prevent a hazardous situation. Our representatives will mark the underground utilities on your property for free. So remember, stay safe and call before you dig.
We Energies. People you can trust. Energy you can depend on.
Who handles the service and maintenance for your facility? Is it a Steamfitters Local 601 HVAC professional? If not, you might not be getting the best service. Our HVAC professionals undergo 10,000 hours of rigorous training, 1,200 hours in the classroom, and 9,300 hours of hands-on experience. That's the kind of expertise you can count on. For superior service and cost-effective solutions, partner with the best. Visit steam601.org to view our list of signatory contractors. Steamfitters Local 601, keepers of the craft, powering Wisconsin.
We're about beer, brats, and baseball.
What a combo!
On the home of the Brewers, 620 WTMJ.
Now the Brewers with a 7-2 lead, 3 outs away from going 25 games over 500. It would be the earliest at any point in any season that they got to 25 games over 500. Grant Anderson's going to come on and try to get the final 3 outs for the Brewers. It'll be Drake Baldwin to lead things off for the Braves. And now a pitch comm issue for Anderson and Danny Jansen. This is, I think, whatever bug infected the Nationals pitch comm over the weekend in D.C. must have been delivered to the Brewers pitch comm there.
Lane, while we were talking about the Reds taking the lead over the Cubs, we had the inning for Shelby Miller in Nashville on his rehab, and it was excellent. He struck out the side in order.
Well, that is great news. It's going to be a nice addition to this bullpen. He's having a great year. Pitch to Baldwin from Anderson in there for a strike. It's 0-1.
Yeah, and if you can read the tea leaves the way Pat Murphy was talking about that rehab assignment, assuming it went well, and it did go very well, we could see him this weekend with the crew.
You could see him at some point during the homestand, potentially. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2 to Baldwin. Baldwin, Murphy, Harris scheduled to hit here for Atlanta. Brewers 3 outs away from winning this series. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out. Ortho ASAP strikeout for Anderson. 1 away, and Murphy will be the batter. Leinenkugel's Summer Shandy. It's a refreshing Weiss beer with natural lemonade flavor. Leinenkugel's, flavor the moment. First pitch, ground ball behind the bag at third. Played on a big hop by Durbin. Strong throw to first in time to get Murphy 2 down. And the Brewers an out away from going to 5-0 on this road trip. Who sings Taking Care of Business? Bachman Turner Overdrive, right? We need them to come out and play like a post-game concert in honor of the Brewers. Taking Care of Business. First pitch to Harris is high, and it's 1-0. Pitch to Harris. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1. Harris tonight, 3 strikeouts, 0 for 4 overall. Popped up back in the 6th in foul territory to Jansen. So it's been a tough night offensively for Harris. He's had a tough series. He's gone 0 for 8 in this series so far. 1-1 pitch. Popped. Fouling out of play, third base side, and it's 1-2, and the Braves down to their last strike. Brewers, the best record in baseball, and they just keep proving it night after night. 1-2 pitch. Lifted in the air, foul territory, Durbin giving chase, trying to find room. He just runs out of room. Oh, boy, that just ended up in that netting down that third baseline. Thought maybe he was going to have room to make the catch, and just came up a little bit shy of making that catch, did Durbin. So it stays at 1-2 here on Harris. Anderson looking in. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and it missed low, or missed high, excuse me. No, yeah, missed low with a sinker. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Looked over at our pitch tracker. It was a pitch behind. I thought, there's no way that was high. 2-2 is the count. The pitch. Lined into right center field. This is going to plug the gap. Roll all the way to the wall. Harris is off to the races. He is going to motor down at second base. And he will have a 2-out double here. So the game extends to Ozzie Albies. as Harris collects his first hit of this series. And here's Albies, who's also hitless in the series. He's 0 for 8. Switch hitter up there is a lefty against the righty Grant Anderson here. Anderson looks in. Kicks the leg, brings home the pitch, and Albies takes up and away. It's 1-0. Weird to say that Ozzie Albies is a veteran now. You remember when he debuted all those years ago, but he's a veteran. He's one of the core members of the veterans of this group. Missed inside, 2 balls and no strikes on Albies.
9th year with the Braves.
That's just so hard for me to wrap my mind around. 2-0 pitch. Albies swing and a miss. Fastball at 95 on the outside edge. It's 2-1. There are not many of the reported 30,642 still here. Most of these Brave fans have gone home on this Tuesday night. 2-1 pitch is a ground ball foul up the first base line, and it's 2-2. Jose Quintana gets his second start of this road trip tomorrow night, and he will be opposed by Spencer Strider, who was supposed to start that Speedway Classic on Saturday for Atlanta. 2-2 pitch. That missed up and away. It goes full, 3-2. But remember, he's coming off Tommy John, so the Braves want to be very careful with him. They didn't want to mess with the weather, and so they pushed him and ended up giving him a few even more extra days, and he's going to finally start again tomorrow night. 3-2 pitch. Missed outside. He walked him. So Albies will walk. You give these Braves credit. 7-2. They're having a tough season, but they're still competing here in this 9th inning, and that'll get Eli White to the plate, and Chris Hook is going to come out and have a conversation with him as action is starting in that Brewers bullpen. Trevor McGill starting to play catch just in case this thing turns into a save situation. We have a little bit to go before that happens. So Chris Hook is out there to chat with Grant Anderson. Anderson's been pretty steady this year in that Brewers bullpen. Brewers just need one more out of him here, and they can think about bringing their brooms to the ballpark tomorrow night. It's been incredible what this team has done on the road. The way this team has played on the road, especially after the 0-3 start on the road in March in New York. First pitch to White. Missed outside. It's 1-0. Brewers have won 10 of their last 11 on the road. They're 22-6 in their last 28 games on the road. Anderson brings home the 1-0 pitch. That is swung on and fouled off the gear of Jansen. It's 1-1. White 2 for 3 tonight. A solo home run, a double. He's driven in a couple of runs. Drew a bases loaded walk against Ashby back in the 7th. Anderson's 1-1 pitch is a chopper up the third baseline. Anderson will field it bare hands, throws to first in time. Oh, what a play by Grant Anderson to end this game. You won't see a pitcher make a much better play than Anderson just did, scrambling off the mound, barehanding it and throwing to first to retire White and to finish this game off for the Crew. 7-2 your final. The Brewers now 25 games above 500. It is the quickest they've ever gotten to that mark in any season. And the Brewers continue to take care of business on this road trip. 5-0 on the trip, and a chance to have a perfect road trip when they come back to the ballpark tomorrow night. 7-2. We're back to tell you all about it after this on the Brewers Radio Network.
This update sponsored by UW Credit Union. For every stage of life, UW Credit Union is here for every you.
Be first in line for 2026 Brewers season tickets with a $100 deposit. You'll be the first to secure the best seats in the house at the best rates of the season.